Fox Hickman. Okay. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, take it off.
Uh, all my single ladies or just the money?
Mm,
Why you gotta growl like that?
take your pick.
Wow. Wow.
No, it always starts with someone else. That's how
Aha,
we don't do
gotcha.
it like that.
Caught you.
Good
Caught you
evening,
lacking.
everyone. I have been away, but I'm here now, ready to entertain you as that wonderful vampire, the androgynous Aubrey. Their pronouns are, "What are you wearing?" Go right ahead, one of you other lovely individuals.
Hi. Hey, everybody. Hi, my name is Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba on several socials. I will be playing Maximilian Washington, Gangrel, leader of this chaotic coterie. Pronouns are he, him, and so are his.
Hi everyone, I'm Robin the God, and I'll be playing Ambrose Windsor, who is the Zamitzi of the group. He's a handful. You'll love him anyways.
I'd take two handfuls.
Let's go to his meat house. Get
Meat
meaty.
house.
Dylan, I believe you're not doing any sound according to chat.
Man, I tell you, I push buttons and they're not working. Like I said before stream, I need to just completely redo Streamlabs because it has been acting wonky lately. Thank you, friend, for the heads up. I appreciate you. Good thing we got the subtitles on. All right, so
It's not the only sub that's going to be on tonight.
Thaddeus, give me a roll, please, high or low.
Testing, 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 testing.
Just checking. um, okay. All right. Where am I in my life? Physically, I'm here. Mentally, what is going on? I can't think straight. All right.
Ambrose just had
Ambrose
a
was talking to
conversation.
Lady Grulan, who was trying to recap everything that happened during the Sanctum when the three Macaulay were there fighting and killing everybody. Everybody, meaning the other sisters and one or two other people who just seem to have been in the room. Um, Ambrose tried to actually use humanity and say that the sisters might still be alive when Lady Golan said, yeah, their heads were chomped. So there's no coming back from that. Ambrose then started telling Lady Golan that she did not trust everyone at the Ventrue Sanctum, that if it was that easy for three Macaulay to just walk in, there's got to be like a mole or somebody inside. To which Lady Golan said, well, it was the mayor who came to the sanctum, so when the mayor of the city comes to a known vampire sanctum, you kind of gotta let him in. But from there, we don't really understand what or why. Um, Ambrose then said that he would help Lady Golan however he can, and if they need any assistance, to reach out to him for help, and he would be there. Angelo was no longer in his bed, which is 2 beds over. He wasn't there. He must have slipped out in the middle of the day. Um, obfuscate. um, so then the coterie finally reconvened and went downstairs. And in the main ballroom, it was very hush hush in the entire mansion. But once they got to the main ballroom, they heard muffled voices coming from a far off closet in the way back. When we got there, we found uh, Prince Felicity, Angelo, and Jeffrey. Jeffrey is the owner of the Midnight Tea Shop. Um, he is a Ventrue as well. We met him in the first few episodes. And he was just cataloging everything that was being said right there. He was asking questions and he was taking notes. Um, Max, you were allowed in to the closet because you are the Primogen who helped save another Primogen. Um, you asked why they were having a meeting in the closet, and Felicity said because that she was offering her office up to Lady Aisha, who was um, preparing Baton Rouge for anything that may be happening in that area. Um, when asked about if the library was found out, the library is perfectly fine, and Lady Golan still has one family member left, a unknown family member to the rest of Kindred community. It is the brother Grulon, who no one knows about. He is the quote unquote librarian, even though Megan, who we met before, is the known librarian for the library. He is the true librarian for this secret hidden trove of knowledge. This was unknown information to everyone in the closet, especially Jeffrey, who started writing down furiously. Um, then we started talking about um, needing to be prepared for if the Macaulay come back, if they were able to take out the entirety of the Nosferatu and just stroll right into the Ventrue Sanctum, what to say um, that anyone else could be next. Ambrose had the idea that the Macaulay were coming for information because they first took out the Nosferatu, who are well known for gathering intel and secret finding. Then they went for the Ventrue, who have a stored wealth of knowledge in the library. So the coterie right now believes that the Macaulay are acting on just trying to gain information as to what, we're not sure. Um, and then, upon trying to decide where the meeting point for this all out ambush should be, which would hopefully take out the Macaulay if there are any left, aside from the two that we saw in the Sanctum, Ambrose offered the hospitality of his home outside of the city, um, as it is a quote unquote quiet area where gunshots would be not really cared about. And at this point, we were then told to go over to the basement. And in the basement, Angelo opens up a hidden panel, and you've got bright white lights shooting, and like it's the Matrix scene with rows and rows and rows of guns. You guys grab a few arsenals, and Angelo says, "Right, these are silver tipped bullets." Uh, Ambrose then starts screaming, "Well, why the hell couldn't we have this when you guys knew that we were going into a battle against the Macaulay, and all you gave us was these little handguns, these little hand poppers?" And Angel says, "Did you check the bullets?" Which just so happened to be silver tipped as well. So, that's where we left off, and that's where we're going to pick up again. So, my friends, you were just given the armory. Players, the stage is yours.
Can I know what our dear Aubrey was up to while we were here? Is that a thing we
Please,
can do? I'm
Aubrey,
curious.
please let us know where you've been for the last evening.
Aubrey had a lot of things he needed to get sorted in his head. After all, this isn't necessarily his fight. He had some people he needed to check in on, and some phone calls he needed to make, and the last chance to look up a local church where it looked like people were no longer watching him for a few moments. You don't get many options to check in and drop in on your mother, where the town's got bigger things to worry about.
All right, so we'll say during that time you were able to see her against the better judgment of higher ups in the city and people in your coterie. You
I
were
hear they've
able
got bigger
to
fish to worry about.
get into the safe haven where your mother currently is, and you're able to spend some time with her. Just a moment. During that time, she just has very pleasant conversations with you. She's very happy to have a visitor. Um, she's telling you about stories about her life that even though you were there, she does not remember the aspect of you having been there. And for anyone else, this would have been a heart wrenching moment, but at the same time, it's endearing in a sense to hear these stories anew from a different perspective. And it's as if you're hearing them for the first time. And
There's
you've seen
something
her,
about
we'll say that you spend a good 4 hours with her and you just let her talk on about her life, about where she's been, how she's managed life, and how she wanted things to end up, and how she's fortunate to be here. And she's just very happy to have a friend to come visit her.
you're a beautiful bird, and you know, if your son doesn't come and visit you, if something happens, and I don't come and visit you, know that he and I, we couldn't go a day where we weren't thinking of you. A moment wouldn't pass where the stories that you've told me aren't in my mind. I'm sure he feels the same way. Can you promise me you'll take care of yourself when I'm gone? When I'm gone.
Above table, she doesn't know she has a son because you wiped her memory clean of Aubrey.
Oh, but she has a son. She just doesn't know it's me, right?
She doesn't know she has a son because you wiped all memory of him.
Okay, so when she's telling me stories, it's just of her.
It's just of her.
You led an interesting life, and I'm going to carry it with me always. Even if always doesn't come tomorrow. You take care of yourself.
She reaches over and puts both of her hands on top of your hand and your wrist. She goes, "Just please let me know that you'll be coming back. I enjoy sitting and talking with you. There's something familiar about you that just makes me feel like home, and I just want to have this feeling last."
I'll come back every opportunity I get. After all, I've got to keep that man of the clergy. I've got to let him know you've got another man looking out for you. He can't always look at you the way he does.
What have I
You,
done in my life to deserve two good men looking over me like this? And she just like gently puts her hand on your cheek, gives a light tap, and she goes, "I do believe it's time for me to go to sleep now. Please,
yes, get some
soon,
rest,
soon, please."
of course.
And she stands up and she starts walking past you, and she just has her hand glide past your arm and just pats you in the back gently as she walks off into the recesses of the church, into her home.
Uh, Aubrey sees the member of the parish, and he gives him sort of a everything you do. And he takes like the little bit of cash he's been able to squirrel away. He hasn't been good at anything, any jobs. DoorDash was wildly unsuccessful. Um, it turns out that also, Uber driving people in that old truck you can't put sun floorboard is not an accessory. So he hands him a little bit of cash that he has, and he says, "It's not much, Father." And he hands him a CD. It's not my usual stuff, but I've been writing it. I've been thinking about her, and if you could uh, give these songs to her.
Oh, of course, she has a boom box in her room. Well,
Wonder why that is.
she's gravitates towards music, so we'll be sure that when she's having moments of needing some uplifting, we'll be very happy to put it on for her. Do
It's
you
a
want me to
beautiful
let her
thing,
know that's
music.
from you,
Um, well, you can
or
tell her it's from me.
mum's the word?
It's fine.
Oh, all right.
It's fine. Um, Thank you, Father. Music has a way of carrying a message even long after you're gone.
Some can say it's the testament to a person's soul that lives on through the ages.
I couldn't have said it better myself. It's the words that the soul would speak if they could speak. Well, Father, I've got to get going.
Of
And
course,
as
please.
always,
The evening
I
is
w-
late.
I wasn't here.
I don't know what you're talking about, but this handful of money just appeared, and I thank the good Lord above for gifting us with such.
His blessings are many.
His blessings are many indeed, and those who walk within his light be blessed as well.
Yes, light and all that. Have a wonderful evening, Father.
Good evening, my son. He does the. In nomine Padre, Filio et Spiritus Sancti. Amen.
And assalamu alaikum. And he turns and makes his way out. He takes 2 steps, realizing, this might be his last moment here. Looks to the hallway for her leaving. Looks and thinks about the opportunity of being anywhere but where he's about to go. This would be a safe place. For him, at least. Not for others. But safety is not what's important anymore. And he picks up his feet and jogs his way out.
Okay. As you're jogging out and you're heading towards your car, right? You're going to your car. You're just jogging down the road to the location.
No, yeah, making my way to the car.
Making my way downtown to the car. Okay, so you get to the car, and as you're looking back in the church, you see silhouetted in a corner window. You see your mother, and she just gives a little wave. And you're heading off to the mansion now?
Yes.
Okay. Robin is rocking over there.
The disappointment is palpable.
No, she's thinking.
Yes, no. I'm thinking, and as soon as you said father, I was like, oh yes, Catholic. Ah, yes, the Vatican. Who else is, my brain is just ambrosing along.
Just going
Don't
to that,
mind
that
me.
furthest denominator.
Just
What's the worst that can happen?
Hey, I've
Let's
slept on a
talk,
few
Aubrey.
church floors as a child. You learn to get by any way you can.
Hmm.
All right, so while Aubrey is driving off to the mansion, let's finish up with our two other members of the coterie as they are finishing up inside the armory. Oh, remember, Angelo told you guys that he would come to Ambrose's house in the next 3 days to give
Next
you
3
ample
days.
amount of time because you said I need to clean the house first.
Yes.
So you have
Yep.
3 days until the staging event happens.
Yep. Yep.
Right. So I need close combat shit. So I need some silver knives, this fucking thing. I do real good with just like my own shit, but
Right.
that can't happen. And
No, it can't.
I could Edward Scissorhand this shit. I could just right in there.
You got to be real careful. I mean, there's gonna be a lot of chaos, maybe, so you might get away with it easier. But it's a good
Let's get
strategy.
some stuff for Aubrey. Where the hell is Aubrey?
Let's see where Aubrey's at. I mean, I'm surprised he's not around here. But hopefully he's
You think he's still mad at me?
for. Depends on what you mean. Still mad at you? What are you? Because you
I
you
didn't
two
do anything.
you're too. Your
I
two's
mean, like,
relationship is a mess. I don't want to touch. It is wild beyond my comprehension. But
you
you
know what
two
you
seem
should touch?
happy.
Our
What?
relationship.
And in what way?
I
In what?
don't know. Make a move. Take me on a date.
We are
Grope
kind
me a
of.
little bit.
We
Tell
are.
me I'm a very pretty girl. I don't know.
I mean, sure, you're a very pretty girl. Fine. We are kind of busy.
Thank you.
You're welcome. We are kind of busy.
Did you mean that though? Or are you telling me that just because I told you to tell me that?
Well, you have very pretty qualities about yourself, both physically and mentally and emotionally. Um,
Mentally.
mentally.
That's the first time somebody's called me mentally like any sort of positive.
Hey,
I like that.
you're growing mentally. It's a pretty significant growth, and I'm proud of you for that. I mean that the whole conversation again did go long, and I'm surprised you weren't as mad at Angelo as you previously were. Uh, all shows
He's
that
still
you,
under my radar. I'm still suspicious.
of course, I would be surprised / suspicious if they weren't.
Ambrose has a radar the size of Doppler. It's just like it is encompassing everything.
Whole world. But like,
How about this? Well,
Mm.
I don't know. Maybe it would be cool.
hmm
It'd be nice.
hmm
If after all this is maybe you can take me and Aubrey, I don't know, maybe to the theater or the symphony maybe. We could go to a fashion show. We could take a sewing class together. Doesn't that sound nice?
I mean, yeah, sure, definitely.
Yes.
I'm not one for symphonies. I've never really gone to symphonies before, so I'm kind of remiss there. Same with fashion shows. I wasn't really one of those people who went to those because I could.
I mean, my fashion show. I'd like to show some of my things off my fashion show.
Wait, time out on that. Is this Zamitzi fashion show?
My fashion show, my designs.
Are these the clothing made
Their
by
clothing
with 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 cloth
with leather,
with cloth? Oh,
with fabric.
uh, mm, uh, I mean, we've got some days to kill, so I'm gonna have to get used to that house of yours. Uh,
So Can
so
you could you call Aubrey and ask him if he's mad at me? I'm too scared.
I can do that. Yeah, no problem. Uh,
Okay. And tell me what he says.
you want me to just put
Actually,
on?
put him on speakerphone.
I was gonna say you want me to put him on speaker so I can just like.
Pretend
You
I'm
don't.
not here.
I'm not gonna pretend you're not here because you are here, and you deserve to be here.
Big,
But I will.
say good things about me.
I will say what I
Like
need to
he's a
say.
real catch.
You are certainly a catch. There's no doubt about that. And
Yes. You
I'm gonna.
say a real catch. You think I'm a catch?
And it's gonna call.
Thank you.
Just gonna call.
Hello.
Hey, Aubrey, where you at?
I'm out here getting your money, Daddy.
Don't what? Are you, I'm. That answers my question of are you okay? Um. Well, we miss you. Well, I certainly do. Uh, missed you waking up from getting better. I'm it. I'm sure, and Ambrose missed you as well. Ambrose missed you very
I
dearly.
know you're not my actual dad, but
I know.
something about that feels. No, you couldn't possibly be my actual.
No,
I
I could not
feel.
physically be your father.
It
This is the
took me a
truth.
minute. I'm gonna admit I did hope on that for a moment.
Mm.
But here's the thing. I do feel quite guilty I wasn't there when you woke up.
I mean, you got stuff to do. You live a life, and I'm fine.
That makes me feel so terrible.
Does it? Oh man, I'm sorry. Uh, I don't fault you for leaving. I'm sure you thought I could be the champion you always think I am, but uh, it's fine. It is fine. I'm okay. I'm better now,
I will
and
find a way to make it up to you. Not that you can make up not being there for someone's special moment,
mm,
but I will be there for
but
you.
yeah. Thank. Well, I was worried. I was worried about you, and so was Ambrose. We're worried about you, and they want to make sure that you're okay.
Oh, Ambrose is there.
No, it's just me.
Oh.
It's just me. I mean, you hear anybody else talking?
No, they could keep themselves from talking.
Exactly.
I do love that about them. The way they just burst out right in the
Mm-hmm.
moment you think that they're going to keep their opinion to themselves. They just let you have it.
Oh God, I want to let you have it so bad. Oh, come back to me,
Oh.
darling. I'll let you have it. I'll let you
Ambrose!
have it anytime you like.
You just got in.
Say
Yeah,
it again.
they just got in.
Yeah, I just popped in. Of course I did.
Yeah, I was sitting in the closet and they
Things
burst
I've heard
into me.
before. So, you're still at the manor.
Yeah, we're still here.
Waiting for you.
We actually have some
Where did you go?
some news. We actually have some news, a game plan for what we want to do next.
Oh, you have a game plan.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he looks over at his guns sitting on the front seat. It just so happens I know just what to do when things get loud. After all, I'm a musician,
Are you
baby.
talking about your guns?
I'm talking to them.
Okay. Could you do something for me? Make sure. Wait, what are the bullets you're using in there?
Oh, kicks back the chamber.
Are they disarmable bullets? Are they silver tip?
They're big ones.
I need I need to know specifically because I have a present for you. So I was
I
asking
am a
specific.
musician, not an artillerist, but
Do the tips look like they're coated in silver? Surely you know what silver
Oh.
tips look like.
Yeah,
Not
they do.
yes, fine, no silver tips. Yes, penis.
Yeah,
I
they
get
do.
you. Ha ha. What are they coated?
Oh, yes, they are. Now that I'm looking at it, they do look quite silver.
Okay, that's I'm gonna bring you the gift anyway when you come up here, and we're going to talk specifically because we have learned some things, and we have some things have been set in motion that we'll need all three of us to work on it for the next couple days.
I'm on my way.
Okay, cool. See you soon.
See you soon, love.
I love you. I love you,
Oh,
Aubrey.
he had like already hung up. See you
Yeah,
soon,
they
love.
already cut it off. Like the shows that the phone call's over. It's like I'm sure they love you too.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Fine.
It's fine. He puts his hands on your shoulders and just like squeezes them. You did great there for a moment. You're so close. You did so well. And I'm sure that they loved hearing your voice when they heard it. They didn't immediately hang
Leans.
up. Yeah, they didn't immediately hang up. They
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no attitude I heard on the phone. They were just being their normal self.
Mm.
It's-
Leans forward, pecks him on the lips.
Oh.
Oh.
Again, doesn't really fight it. Doesn't stop or pull away.
Above table, is this the blood?
Part of it, but not a majority of it. Didn't know we were just
Yes.
kissing each other like that.
Yes. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You expecting? What do you want here? What is this?
I need feedback. How did you like it? What did you feel?
It was a sudden kiss that caught me off guard.
God
Didn't hate it.
damn it.
Didn't hate it. Priorities. We gotta think.
Yes,
Standing in an
yes,
armory.
yes, Queen. Give me nothing. And moves past Max and just goes around him, starts collecting the daggers.
I feel like you've got like a duffel bag. You're just like a dump and dump and dump.
Dump it. Dump.
Yep.
We'll take this whole row.
But here's how Max will reciprocate because he will reciprocate. Once we are leaving to head upstairs, he will give them a small spank on the butt.
We'll
Fast forward because I don't.
Well, yeah. All right, so
What-
we are now gonna have
We
Aubrey
get fast.
arriving. We're having Aubrey arrive at the manor, and Ambrose and Max are walking up the stairs in the basement. Or you
Right.
guys are. We'll have you walking out of the mansion. So
Yeah.
you guys meet at the street level.
This.
Hmm.
You're flush, and that shouldn't be possible.
Who are you talking? Who's?
He slapped my
Ambrose.
ass real good.
This is to move him forward.
Is this hyperbole?
No.
So, is your
I
favorite
don't
part
know what
about it
that
you can
is.
fit like both of the cheeks in one hand? They're just perfect. We'll
Wait,
talk
wait.
about it later. We have more
Wait,
important
say that
things.
again. Oh, say that again. Sorry.
Like one of those little prince butts.
This is a quick.
Grandma's hard. I don't.
It
What?
means over exaggerate.
What did you say?
Who told you where I was?
Where? Speaking of which, where were you?
I met a bird.
Did I hear that?
We're
you met
friends
another
with
bird?
pigeons now.
Where did you go? Right. But where did you go? Where was your body?
What
it
were
wasn't
you
here.
doing? I could ask you the same question.
I was
fucking-
interrogating Lady Gulong. I was being pissy and getting my ass slapped. And I got you guns and knives.
Also,
Where was
that
your
wasn't-
body this
It
year?
wasn't really an
That was
interrogation.
a great
It was-
answer.
Yeah, it also wasn't an interrogation. It was kind of like a concerned want to know how they were feeling,
Lies.
and then you got
Lies.
information.
I did
Lies.
not care, not one lick.
You cared a little
Didn't
bit.
care.
They cared a little bit.
No,
So you were desperate for information about my whereabouts. Well, you know I am a man of mystery after all.
Hmm.
You can never really tell what's going on behind the mask.
Speaking of masks,
You are looking.
I'll smooch you.
Here's the
I'll
thing.
smooch
You are
you real
looking.
good if you tell me exactly where the fuck you were.
I'll smooch you real good.
Ooh. Well,
Yeah, yes,
smooching
yes.
mood
Tell me where the
tonight.
fuck you were.
I just said I was out. Speaking of being
Where
out,
is out?
I would never want to put you in danger. And I am a man of danger.
Were you okay?
Oh, absolutely. I was in no danger.
Okay.
So, you're looking chipper.
Which one?
You.
Me? Oh, me. Oh well.
I thought you got your bangers all mashed.
No. Well, I did. And I got.
How dare you?
Well, I mean, nothing a bunch of blood from mysterious sources can't fix, I suppose. And this
I
one, of course.
imagine it was quite a mysterious source.
Hmm. Other than that, I'm lucky. Let's just say that I'm very lucky to be uh in the condition I'm
I think your arm looks a lot better on.
in. Yeah, I thought so too. I mean, it's a little stiff, but that's just gonna be like that for a while until I can work it out.
So, this gift, I don't hate to jump to.
Hmm.
You were saying.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
is it mine or yours or what?
Well, you
What
have
I
the
just grabbed a
duffel.
duffel bag.
You have a double
I,
bag full of
I
stuff.
think all gifts are usually given in a matter of consequence. So, what was the consequence?
Well, let's get in the car and go for a drive before we go talking about anything out and about.
So I was right.
Sure. And just head to start driving, and then we will. Max will just be like,
Well, with that arm, I should just maybe I'll be in the driver's seat.
I mean, I can drive with one arm. It's not a problem. We're not driving to escape anybody. We're
So if
fine.
Macaulay pops up, you're the best. You're the best one with the one arm.
Well, I could use both. Like it's a stiff. That's nothing crazy. And if we do run into Macaulay, your gift will help us. And he just like looks at the duffel bag full of shit.
I think Dr. Ambrose says you should rest a little bit. So get in the fucking passenger side and let Albert drive.
Fine. Jeez.
Come along, Miss
That's a good
Daisy.
boy.
I'm about to get driving.
You lose an arm and people will start going nuts about your health.
It's crazy. It's like someone wants to take care of you. You've never seen that before.
No.
You can shift. It's automatic.
It's automatic. It is automatic. All cars are automatic except for his car.
That's why I can't drive your car.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is crazy because you know I'm great at that. Look, everybody in. Now where are we headed?
Just drive back to
Just
to,
the
to
mirror.
my
We
drive back
need
to
to
my
go
place.
to
You want to head straight there?
I mean, what are you doing at your place?
Packing. I have to get some.
Packing?
I can't just wear this bloody Well, I can't just wear
Oh.
this gown. I have to pack stuff.
Okay, well let's go and I'll explain things to Aubrey.
Okay.
So Aubrey, go ahead and start the car. So the thing is, we're going to lure out the Macaulay. And we needed a place that was away from the city, somewhere that no one could accidentally stumble upon, where you can't hear, where nobody can hear you scream.
We're going to lure out the Ninja
So,
Turtles to a place where no one can hear us using what? They got a taste for our man and we're gonna... He's bait now?
no, not necessarily.
They're not
Um,
necessarily part of it.
we have the
Above
eggs, right?
above table, someone else's bait. If you
It is the
remember.
prince that is bait. It's the prince that is bait. Um, Prince is going
So
to be the bait.
Felicity will be the. Mm, so we're going to go to my house.
Is this one of those where you're, oh, we're all too late to save her. Oh no. Anarch era begin. I'm on to you.
No, this is genuine. This is genuine. This is genuine courtesy.
And you've ran that by this one.
I mean, I was there.
I was the one who offered it. I was deeply something. I can't explain it. I don't know. Something inside of me said, "Hey, sounds like they need some hospitality. Maybe a house. I don't know, blood. Why don't you just let them in?" And that's where we're at now. And
Oh, that makes so much more sense. It's a compulsion. Now, I'm on board. I thought it was genuine kindness.
Kind of both. They could have fought it for a little bit longer than that, but they didn't. So I'm taking.
no one can accuse me of being kind.
I will. That's just me.
You have no proof.
I have several weeks of proof, months, a month even, month or two, How long have we been doing this? Wow, we've been doing this for a hot minute. Wow,
It's been like a week.
no.
In game, it's been about 2 months, 2.5 months now.
2.5 months.
So I own this calendar, and it's like, the sexy men of the fire department. I'm just really stuck on Mr. October. So like, I've just been going over the same week over and over again.
I mean, I get it, but at the same time, you just can't. You got to move on to other sexy men.
He puts my fire out or gets it started, whatever your metaphor is.
That's a good one. Anyway, we are going to have to prepare their house for them so that no one is suspicious of things.
We're gonna prepare.
You're going to help me hide the
Ambrose's
bodies.
house.
Yep.
The house is a body.
Oh, yes. Yep. Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna rent a room at a hotel and
Yes.
just call it Ambrose's house. Got it. So not a bad idea.
You're just going to help me move a few things, lock a few things
The
down.
house. It's a Baba Yaga, right? With the
It'll be
legs. And we
fine.
can...
It's not a Baba Yaga. There's some normal parts of the house. The kitchen. There's a very lovely
reassured.
kitchenette.
I've watched a couple of those Condo Brothers flip houses. I could do this.
I mean, that's another thing we can do is we can take some furniture from my place, from my gym, and add it to the
Punching
decor.
bags?
No, like actual chairs and things, and
You have
That was.
we have 3
I was
days.
just thinking of making a. I was just thinking if we all just worked together real hard, we could dig a mass grave and throw everything in there, and then just
The
cover it
house?
up.
We couldn't do that, but then your house would be kind of empty, and that in of itself is kind of
No,
suspicious.
it won't.
Even as I'm
No, it
saying these
won't.
words, I know it sounds foolish and you're going to deny me, but my apartment is probably a better, more suited place.
For
the Macaulay attack, we need to keep it away from the city. It needs
Hmm.
to be isolated.
Have you met my landlady? She is not to be trifled with.
As much as I respect you, landlady, yes, but we do need a battleground and open air, as battleground as it gets. So
Where do those pigeons live? We could use their park.
we are not using. I mean, the park is also not.
It would be such a shame if they were caught up in the mess of
really-
everything.
You really hate those
Devour.
birds.
No.
I've never seen such a turnaround on birds before. This is wild. But
Well, why don't you contact your little aviator friends and perhaps position them around the house, or if they're animals around the house, birds and whatnot. Maybe I don't know. I don't talk to animals.
I mean,
I have seen
you
this
are, you
movie
are on the
where a
right
bird
track.
them
pecked out
to
the eyes. We could
You
do an
know,
eye peck thing.
Ambrose, you are on the right track. I was planning on contacting a few animals. I mean, I gotta broaden my horizons if I'm going to use this ability, right? So, birds, rats, cats, anything that can spread information quickly.
Goody,
Do
we're doing a Dr. Doolittle.
I mean, hey, it worked. It worked in there. Why can't it work here? Uh, I do need to talk to my clan because I'm sure they have some questions.
Is it still your clan?
I don't know. I want it's. I mean, I'm part of it. I'm not. I'm just not leading it. Kind of. I don't know yet. It's complicated. Uh, but I got to talk to them. We can move furniture from my gym to Ambrose's place. We can also do a mass grave. We can do that too.
What should we show up the army first, or should we play house flippers first?
Christian's gonna flip a coin because those are both very good options.
Either way, I'm down with the queer eye for the haunted house.
It's
Queer
not
eye for the
haunted. There's
haunted
no
house.
ghosts in my house.
no ghosts in the house.
Yes,
Nobody's dead.
ghosts
Everything
would
is
imply that there
alive.
was soul
And
in those
then
little things. No, anything about them died long ago.
no, they didn't. Look at your mother. Nothing in my house is dead. Just twisted and crafted and shaped
Doesn't-
differently.
It
That's
just
it.
it just tries to like be like cut it. Cut.
I mean, maybe your mother doesn't have a soul. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure she does.
You ever see like when oncoming traffic passes by and you get the urge to twist the wheel?
Please no. I just got better.
The feeling isn't so
just got-
fleeting right now.
I just got better. Please.
And we've already proven that you will survive it.
I don't want to chance it. Heads roll when they get hit by a car.
Look, we had an ominous beginning to the night. I've said my goodbyes. It's just, I guess it's time.
Wait, you said your goodbyes. What?
It's not important. I was doing mysterious things that mysterious boys do.
Okay. If first off, let us go to Ambrose's place and just see what we have to get done. That is just to see what needs to be switched around and replaced for a couple of days, not forever.
Oh, I wish this was a movie. We would have a wonderful montage, and then suddenly the house would just be done. But no, let's go prime up the floorboards.
We have to do the hard work. That is unfortunate. This is not a movie.
That's gross.
Mm-hmm. You gotta get your hands dirty.
Yes. Yes, it's fine. It's fine. It's going to be fine.
It's
Let's just go to your gym.
Ambrose is temporary. It is a temporary measure. Okay, it's not permanent. This is just we need to just see what needs to be done first before we go taking stuff from my place. I would like to see what needs to get done first.
Well, let's all get in one last riff, and then we pull into your place. I say we burn it down.
What? What?
Remind me what you said about my
Aubrey.
mother again?
Tit for tat.
That she has a soul, you.
Ambrose,
That she has a soul.
Ambrose, just let it rock. This is.
You know what? That is a nice billboard out there.
Good.
Look at those humans. They look delicious. I'm just
Proud
going
of
to
you.
mind my business.
Proud of you. Proud of you.
Sticks and stones can break my bones. Words can never hurt me.
They are doing the opposite. They are hurting you immensely, and it's. Never mind. Let's just go. Let's just go to see what we need to do.
So we'll take that next 45-minute trip that it takes to get out of the city limits and into the more countryside, Mississippi, to get to Ambrose's house. On your way there, you are noticing that actually, you know what? Ambrose, since you're more familiar with this neighborhood area since it is your home, please give me a wits and awareness, please.
Oh Lord.
Just realized, where's my dice? Where?
Max, do
Wait
you
a
think
minute.
that, like, when they're selling homes in this area, like,
Mm.
haunted is a feature, or is this more like a squatters' rights situation,
I mean,
where you don't really buy things, you just sort of live here?
technically that is a parameter for a lot of homes in the market for Nolan. A lot of it's a history thing where
Your hometown is a shithole.
hey,
You know what? It's
I'm-
fine.
I'm
I'll use the
sorry,
dice
it's not your
roll.
fault. I'm taking it out on you. I think it's historic and beautiful,
it's
and
but it has its ghosts. It has its monsters. You are not wrong
and
about it.
bodies.
And I mean, what
Are you
city?
talking about my
what-
home? I'm in the
what
middle
city
of
is-
looking for something. Hold on, I dropped.
I dropped my brain real quick. I'm rolling.
It's just in the glove box.
No, a lot of features in a lot of places
Okay.
are decrepit and shitty. Go. What'd you roll for wits and awareness?
No, what do you? Oh, what's an awareness? Okay, yes. That.
Oh, still.
Thank you, Christian.
Yeah, gotcha.
Oh no.
Does that count as a duplex
Let's
over
see.
there?
No,
It's
it's
two
good.
boxes on top of each other.
9, 8, 7,
6,
7,
5, 4,
9,
3,
8,
2,
7,
1.
7, and 9. Yeah, 9, 8, 7, 7, and then the rest are twos. 3 twos. So
So 4 successes.
4
Yeah,
successes.
4 successes. Okay,
4
yeah, good.
successes.
Good. All right, cool. The houses have always been fairly well spaced out. Like people like their privacy, they like their homes to have a good acreage, and you usually see a light on in the windows even until late evening because people just like to be aware of what's going on, being able to see everything at all times in their own home. As you're going closer to your house, you're seeing that at least 3 of the homes, no lights have been on at all of these houses, which is very peculiar to you, as we just noticed it, as we just stated, these types of people want to have the lights on at all times. One, they think it avoids burglary, and two, they just like to be able to see everything in the house. So to have 3 houses on your neighborhood to be without lights on, whilst cars are still in the driveway, very peculiar.
So is this the kind of area where when one person doesn't pay their power bill, like the rest of the houses go out because they're all siphoning it, or what's up with that?
That's what? That seems a weird. I mean, it's not a privatized grid. It's all public.
I don't think they could
The
afford
lights are off
protest.
though. These are
Yeah, exactly.
a lot of these are historic buildings. They usually keep the lights on. So feng shui.
Hmm.
Why are they off? No, like 3 houses in a row, the power was off.
Okay.
They couldn't afford the power bill.
3 families, no. Especially these kinds of houses, no.
Can I do a rouse check for sensing the unseen? Or like sensing?
Sensing what? Like, what are you trying to use?
I want to try and see if there is anyone as we're driving that may be not human in the area.
Sense the beast?
That sounds the beast, yeah.
Yes. Well,
Do you have that?
you have sense the beast. I don't have sense the
I
beast.
have sense the
No, I
beast.
don't.
You have sense the
Max-
unseen? Is that
yeah.
what you're saying? 249. Let me just double check.
What do you all think? We should pull over and maybe knock
no,
on the
but
door?
can't I like heighten senses? Can I do like heightened senses though, like for a rouse check?
Sure, I'll allow it, no problem. You can definitely do a heightened sense for trying to get a higher perception.
The way that light is hitting Dylan's face, it's like,
It's good shit.
Them's the colors I like.
Yeah, 4. Yeah.
If I need to do a sense the beast,
So
check, I
you
will.
failed a rouse check.
Didn't hit.
Oh, you failed
Yeah.
a rush check? Oh shit.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, that means you get hungry.
There you
hey,
go.
why don't we pull over and knock on the door?
We're not just gonna go to a random person's house and see what's up.
I think that's a great
Um,
idea. Let's knock
So yeah,
on the
this
Robin, I think
this
you'll
door.
just
sign
take
right
off
here
your
says
door.
neighborhood watch. Neighbors watching neighbors.
Oopsies.
I'm can I just
Whatever.
do a can I do a sense the beast check just to see like what's
Yeah,
happening?
sure thing. Go for it.
Cool. And if that doesn't work, do a feral whispers and see if there are animals around. Solve an animalism. Will that please roll it? That is 4 successes.
Okay. Um, you don't notice anyone or anything out there that is in the houses or around the houses.
Mhm.
Every once in a while, like deep in the bush, you'll get a hint of the color of something that is beast tainted. Just just a hair of it, and then it just disappears further into the brush.
Aubrey's going like 1 mile an hour past these houses.
If it does help, I do have eyes of the beast, which means I can see in the dark.
Yep, I know, but the
Man,
the the
I have dark
vegetation is so. I have dark vision. The vegetation over there is just so dense that like
yeah,
you being able to get this glimpse of something between the reeds and the hanging Spanish moss and the thick
right.
overgrowth. Uh, yeah, there's like something is out there every once
Gotcha.
in a while, but you're not sure if it's one or multiple.
Yeah. With that knowledge, Max just kind of blinks and shakes his head. Goes, there are definitely beasts out there. Bestial presence is out there. I'm not sure how many there are. They're kind of deep in the bush, but they
Oh,
are around.
we should go check it out.
We shouldn't
Max, you're
antagonize. I have to.
you, you're the primogen of the gangrel
Hmm.
for the time being.
Mhm.
This is your turf. We're going to your haven.
No, this is yours.
No, we're going to
This
your
is-
And
house.
tradition states.
We're,
Rob,
we're
we're
going
going
to
to your
Ambrose.
house.
Oh, wait a minute.
We're going to Ambrose.
Oh, I thought we were stopping.
No,
Oh,
No.
okay. So this is before we hit the
this
country
is yeah.
Yes,
stretch.
before we hit the countryside.
Oh,
No,
okay.
so we are in your neighborhood.
Yeah, we're
Ambrose.
1 block from your house at
We
most.
are in your hood.
Yeah.
Oh,
of the-
okay. Okay.
We are in
Securing
your
the area is
households.
part of protecting this house and so preparing. It looks like we need to secure the area. And Max is hard. I mean stiff. I mean his arm is stiff. He can hold us up from behind, and we can
Yes.
just head towards the house.
Yep. Bring up a good point. They could be scouts. They could be
That you
watching
can be
us.
behind, yes.
Focus.
Oh,
I
so
need-
it does. So there are. I'm focusing. I'm trying. I'm here. I'm present.
Mhm,
So,
yes.
you suspect that someone's already watching.
From
We already knew that with Devora and her little Zamitzi abominations that are stalking me.
Well, let's
So maybe
go
it's
check
them.
it out. After all, it's never been my kink.
well, I can tell the difference between vampires and beasts, right?
Yep.
With a sense of beast, so I can tell
Yep.
that it's bestial in nature. It's
Yes.
well, okay. Well, it's certainly not. It's not vampire. It's not kindred. It's out there.
Oh no,
It's
no, I'm sorry. So what you saw were definitely kindred, like they have the beast within them.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. Okay. They're kindred out there. Okay, cool. Then I was trying to change my statement.
So going forward, we're just to say that if you
Kindred.
see kindred using sense the beast, they'll have the red aura about them. If you see anything else, it'll be like a gold aura. We'll say.
Gotcha.
All right.
Okay. So
Just
okay.
for future reference going forward, that's what we'll say.
Thank you. So red aura. Well, seems like there are kindred out there. I can't. Again, it's too far to tell who or what they are. We can check it out. You just have to be where
I
there might not be just one.
Well, my specialty is making friends.
We're
It
too
is.
far away from the city, and the kindred of the city already know that, well, despite what's happening right now, there have always been a treaty that the city is ours to hunt in, and the Garus stay with the wilderness. If they're this far out, I don't suspect it's anyone within the city that. I'm just going to suspect it's Zamitzi abominations. Baby
Well,
trash.
also, the last time we had to deal with our treaty is basically kind of gone, considering the Garu are gone. Macaulay and others have moved in. But I see your
But
point.
what fool of a vampire would come out here? Oh, wait, that's me. But to risk Garu attacks. Unless it's under duress and being desperate.
Yes, duress, desperation, cleaning a house. I couldn't imagine why anybody
Okay.
would come out here. I say we go say hello. What have we got to lose?
But I do see your point.
All right, stop the car. Let's go say hello.
He's now slower than a mile. It's basically already stopped.
Just a moment.
I hate a humming DM. Humming DMs, they are mischievous in nature.
All right, let's see what's in that bag of yours.
Oh, and he opens it up. There's
And it's just
silver daggers and guns and I
bullets.
don't know. I just grabbed everything off the shelf. Bullets. I have a silver fucking car jack.
Oh,
I don't know.
weapon's a weapon, right?
And a crowbar.
Good for opening doors.
Silver crowbar.
Okay. All right.
Pulls
You
out a
guys
machete.
stop the car. Where exactly are you stopping the car? Since you are driving, Thaddeus, please
pull it
tell
up.
us where Aubrey is bringing us into it now.
So Aubrey has been like going 1 mile an hour in the middle of the road, but he's looking for other lights and traffic. Like it's clearly, I'm assuming that it is a slower side of the city. Like there's not a lot of heavy paced traffic. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're
mean-
in the country. You are in the deep south right now.
Yeah, so
You
you'd
are
see
outside of
see
the
headlights
city.
from a ways off.
You wouldn't even see them because from where you are, like there's so many turns that go in and out
Okay.
of the vegetation and the bayou that like you are in the thick of it.
So he's
it
going
is-
to
you're- it is-
pull off
there
to
are- You are so far out of the city, there are not street lights on the side of the road.
he's gonna pull off to the side of the road and back pocket the keys, and after we get our chosen cadre of weapons, he's gonna sling that bag on his back so we don't lose track of the items that we might need for the future.
Okay. So are you pulling off in front of any house particular or just pulling off to the side?
So ideally, if there's not two houses on either side of the road, then he's pulling off into the bush.
Okay. The houses are at least 1.5 to 2 acres apart from each other. They are spaced out.
You know that sweet, like, which house is he here to visit? Like that, like, you're just on the line.
Oh, you're
like
the
too
awkward
long
car on
just
the road. Gotcha.
Yeah, you're like,
gotcha.
this belongs to someone, but they're
Okay. So you pull over onto the side. We'll say just for shits and giggles, there's a very large cypress bush that's just on the side of the road that you park in front of. So when you guys get out, it is concealing where the car is from the view of the other houses. To your right side of the road, you guys see one house is lit up. To the left side of the road is a house that is darkened.
loudly, a damn flat. I guess we'll have to go knock on a door, see if we can get some help. There's no signal for nothing out here. All right.
I hate you right now.
You think they bought it?
We'll just go up to the door and give it a little knock.
Okay, so you make your way up this long driveway. The house itself is on stilts, so you're making up fairly inclined steps to get up. It takes a good 2 to 3 minutes for you to walk from where you are up to the house to get off their property and into the area. Um, during this time, when you're walking up, you see that there are 2 cars parked in the driveway. With a keen eye, whoever wanted to look, they can see that the underbelly underneath the car is dry, where it had been raining earlier that day.
Been there all day.
So it looks like
All
these
day.
cars have been here for some time. There's some children's toys strewn about on the lawn that have not been put away. And you make your way up into the house. And you knock
Aubrey's
on it.
looking at the stilts that the house is sitting on, and he gently bites his bottom lip as he watches Ambrose walk the way up the stairs. Like, both of those are just twiggy.
Wow.
And then he follows from behind. He just gives that I should have called him sooner.
Fucking Jesus.
Accurate.
All right.
Ugh.
Ambrose, you knock on the door. Who else is directly next to Ambrose? Or are you guys taking in spots, or what are you guys doing?
I'm on the steps still. Hand
I'm
is on
just-
is it the back of his waistband.
Yeah, I'm right next to Ambrose.
Okay.
Technically looks like Thorn right now.
I don't know. What do you look like right now?
Yeah, I have my mask on.
Okay.
Oh, good. So
I
you're
look
going
like
to someone's
Thorn.
house in the
Just
middle of
have
the
my
night with the mask on. Good. Okay.
No,
Just
no,
making
it's
sure.
okay. I'm wearing
Yeah, and a
a
hood.
Dick Beaters t-shirt.
Yeah.
So
Knock,
they know we
knock,
need to mean
open
business.
up.
Hey, tell them you're with the Girl Scouts.
Hey, kitties.
at night? The Girl Scouts at night?
Aubrey.
Night delivery?
Maximilian Aubrey Valentine.
Times are hard for the Girl Scouts,
I-
right?
Way with words.
Well, I'd love to hear. I can't wait to hear yours if they answer.
From within the house, you hear furniture being toppled over and people falling over themselves at the sound of the knocking. And you then a few moments later you hear someone behind the thick door going, "Hello, how could I help you?"
Can we
like
insight that?
It's exactly. This is like a person that's like acting like an older voice.
It's your neighbor.
Oh,
I was just calling to inquire if you were all right. I see some of the houses have gone out of power.
it's nighttime. The lights should be off. You know, energy is expensive nowadays. Terrible economy.
How do the windows? What's the window
Ambrose
situation look like in this place? Is it like
takes
what does the house look like? Like curtain wise, is it like fully blocked off curtains, or is it like?
So they're drawn blinds, not like heavy curtains to close up. Like you can see the blinds are down.
Right.
They're newspapered already. Like,
Right, no newspaper around. I'm like,
all right, cracked in.
suspicious.
All right. Darling, do you want me to knock?
Ambrose takes
I have a little bit of authority
no, he just
with the way I knock.
darling, I've got this. And he takes one step back and he kicks right where the bolt is, the bolt of the door. Like right there.
Pop.
Okay,
Trying to kick it in.
thank you. Please give me a strength and melee.
Gonna kick that door in. Eh. I ain't too strong.
You about to see just how beefy this kick is.
I kick the door. It kicks back.
You kicks back.
It's a mimic.
Failures!
It's a
I laugh.
warehouse.
The bartender laughs.
Failures!
You're all failures.
It's that kind of night.
All failures!
Oof.
Holy shit!
Did you bang your
That's a
knee?
dead bolt.
So are they
He's gonna,
failures
like,
or are they
kicks
critical
it.
failures? That's an important question.
Yeah.
They're all under. They're all 3 and under.
How many ones
What-
do you have?
One is a crit.
5. 2.
Out of 5, two are critical failures.
Oh.
2 are
Out of
critical
5
failures
dice,
out of 5.
All right,
Then it's
here we go.
2, 3, 3.
So,
So 2, 3, 3, and then 2 2s.
Okay.
this
I mean 2
counts.
1s. I'm sorry.
This counts as a bestial failure, I believe. Give me just a hold on a second. Okay.
You're like, I got this.
My fucking knee.
The
Like, you
door
don't even get,
moves
like,
3 feet to the left.
I just like kick myself backwards. So twiggy.
Like you forget that you're in
Just
you're in this
falls like
Nosferatu
heels
form.
over ass.
So your bones are weak because you are in Nosferatu form and you just crack over like a bad egg.
Crunch, 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 crunch.
Yeah. Oh my god, I can see the
He breaks
bone! I can
So
see
it's-
the bone!
So it just sounds like another knock. It doesn't even sound like a kick or anything. It just sounds like another gung gung gung.
They hear you hit the door, then fall down the stairs.
Hey, Robin. What are your compulsions?
No, yeah.
What are your compulsions?
Compulsions.
Oh,
Where even is that?
time to put my hands in some meat. Time to craft or find someone that is blonde. Find a blonde. Oh, hey Aubrey.
It takes a
How
step
are you
back.
doing?
So, but in terms
Your
of
meat looks
finding
real
a
good
blonde,
hot
what
now.
does that mean? Like is your compulsion? I need to find a blonde.
Somewhat
Period. Or like
middle-aged woman who looks exactly like her, between the ages of like 45, 60 years old, high class, that kind of woman.
or what's the other one?
Find flesh and craft it to his designs.
Okay,
Oh Jesus.
we're going to.
Do you remember the first person? Do you remember the first? Remember the first person that he crafted with Xavier in the
Yeah.
alleyway?
Yep.
Just like
Mhm.
that.
Okay. Cool.
Oh no.
What does that mean in this case? What does that mean in this case?
It was all Greek to me.
Yeah, take your time. Pick this punishment correctly. You kick the door and you're like, I gotta craft something like a monster. Like, like what does that look like? Like I'm thinking about like the
I mean,
logistics of that.
What does that
meat.
look like? Deep dive lore? Oh no.
Cause
Oh, hold on a second.
If there's somebody who, yeah,
Just a moment. Okay. I don't need to know your compulsion. I get to choose one.
what the fuck? You get
That
to
wasn't
choose
better.
one.
That wasn't better.
That's
that
not better.
information was worse somehow.
That's way worse, honestly. That's honestly way worse.
I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
You kiss somebody, you kick the
Worse.
door, it fails to open it in any capacity, and then you're like, I gotta shape a motherfucker. Like that. It's immediate.
It's on brand.
It's on site.
Honestly, it's on site. I can't open this fucking door.
That makes sense.
I gotta craft something now.
Oh
Okay.
wait, he was trying to intrude on somebody's home too.
So then we're
Fuck,
going
why didn't I
to-
think of that?
Yep.
Whoops.
Oh fuck.
That's
Oh.
why I just had to double check, and I'm glad that I did.
Secret.
I get
He
to
tried to break hospitality.
I get to roll a
Oh,
d10
fucked.
on the random compulsion table. If it's a 10, it's your clan compulsion. Otherwise, the dice dictates it is okay. It is dominance. So that is the blood urges its host to come out on top, to own and to establish dominance. This compulsion drives the vampire not only to excel but to revel in it, taunting the weak and challenging the strong. Oh, Jesus Christ. The vampire makes their next interaction into a competition, using all means at its disposal to end up victorious and to rub the nose of the loser in their defeat. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah, kill these
You
people in
didn't
a
Oh,
have to
really
be
rough
this
way,
one.
bud.
Okay.
oh,
Oh man. Oh, this just makes what Max is
oh,
gonna do
Okay.
worse.
Okay. So since we are in a solitary setting, since we are not in a social setting, and this is what is now dictated. The vampire becomes obsessed with accomplishing their objective in a novel way, proving their superiority to themselves and the world. So, you now are compelled, with nothing else but gaining entry into this house, come hell or high water.
Yeah, open this door in a very sexy way with a broken leg.
This
Just get
door
the door.
needs this door needs to come down, and you need to confront who's ever behind it, and you need to make yourself known to
Let's
them
open
in
that door.
any way possible.
There we go. So
he
to
takes his hand.
You know
us,
what?
like,
Hold on a second. We're gonna take a break right here.
We're gonna.
This is
Is
where we're
there a
gonna take a
shotgun in my
break.
bag?
We're gonna take
oh my
a
god,
15
oh
minute
my
break, and then we're gonna come
god,
back, and who
Open a
knows what's
door.
gonna happen.
Let's
oh my
open a door,
god.
Man,
guys.
Uh,
every TTRPG, it's always a door. It's always a
always a
door.
door. Always
Oh,
a
it's a door.
always a door.
We'll see you
Oh
in 15, everybody.
boy, oh boy.
Bye.
Ah.
A dinosaur story.
Wow. What a pull.
There we go. Mike.
Nuts.
Mike is on now. Hey, everybody, we're back.
Welcome back.
Okay. Well, we are.
Just wanted to clean out an attic.
I just want to clean out.
We are going to.
You guys
Spoil
kept saying we
Slightly.
needed to pull over and stop and knock on this door. I was like,
Yeah, I
let's
just
just go
wanted
do
to
the
like
house.
see what was up with this door.
All right. So, Robin, Ambrose just tried to kick in this door and had a bestial fail, and now the beast has reared its ugly head and has demanded that this door comes down by any means possible whatsoever. The dragon is demanding it.
Max steps forward to go towards the door. I guess we're doing this then, and goes to try to kick the door down.
Not messing with the door.
So
Aubrey
sorry.
slowly puts in
Go,
one
go,
earbud,
Go. I set it up
racks
for you.
his gun,
I set it up.
clicks on his little phone with his bad internet connection, and Sweet Dreams starts playing. And he aims towards the door as we prepare to see what happens next with the rest of our lovely people.
Yes.
So you guys are on either side of Ambrose.
Oh, I'm behind you. I'm directly behind you.
I'm beside you, so I'm about to kick. I'm like lifting my leg to kick the door.
I'm a good foot back, able to aim right at the middle mass of the door.
Cool. You know how horses kick back? Ambrose's heel comes into contact with whatever is right behind him, and he reaches over to grab Max's hair and rip it back. Touch that fucking door, and I will disassemble you. I'm getting through that motherfucker. And he's going to fleshcraft his hand into an axe with bone, and it looks kind of like a saw at the top too, where
Here's
it's jagged.
Johnny.
Or maybe his fingers, like they'll fan out, and what's supposed to be maybe the tips of his fingers are just jagged, but it's flat, and it's a bone hammer or an axe.
All right, give me a rouse
Do
check.
I need to do a rouse check for
You
that?
gotta do another rouse check, yeah.
The bone hammers later.
But you have,
Yes.
remember, you now have the hunger penalty because you, that's 2 hunger dice you should be having right now.
Well, no, it's not. It's if they don't
Right.
do something, isn't it? If they don't do it.
No, because
it-
he failed one before, and because it's a bestial failure the other time, that's another added dice.
Oh, okay. That's what you mean. No,
Okay.
not that.
Okay, but I'm on the dice roller, so help me out here, okay?
Okay, sure.
So I got a 10. I got a 10.
So here's what we're doing.
5.
I have an idea. What is
7,
your
an 8, and a 9.
what is your normal dice pool?
Oh Jesus! It sounds like they rolled perfect.
Or 5.
Sorry, so let's roll 3, and that's gonna be your regular dice, and then we're gonna roll 2 as your
Blood
hunger
dice.
dice.
Okay. So let me just 1, 2, 3. 3. Okay. All right. 10, 4, 9.
Okay.
And then
now you
10,
roll
4, 9.
Now you roll
Okay,
2
and then I
as
have-
your hunger dice.
5 and 6.
They pass. That's fine. Okay. You succeed in making your
Thank
hand
God.
into an axe. The bone axe.
And this is very much The Shining. This is Jack Nicholson with Shelley Duvall behind the door. This is him slamming his hand over and over, screaming madly. His screams almost turn hysterical laughter if he can get just a little bit off the door. If he can get a little bit off the door, his triumphant laughter turns manic and unhinged and high pitched. Think like Joker style, just like hacking away at this door until he can get in, but he's going to keep doing it and screaming. And it's feral. And you have probably not seen Ambrose at this level of hinged before. You've seen it with things he creates or his own body, but it's always usually in control. It's always him in control of creating something with thought, intention. This is the rationality isn't there.
Gotcha.
Even when he's creating the most horrific abominations, it's sorry, my son's in the background sleeping
No
in my
worries.
bed, or trying to, but he's giggling. But anyways, but so this isn't like rational thought creating something. There is no thought here except getting through that door at any means necessary.
Okay. At that, Max immediately looks over to Aubrey and he's like, "How far is that other house from us? The house with the lights on."
An
The
acre.
once the lights on, so you are probably in the middle of the acre. So we'll say there's about a good acre and a half, including the street, from where you are.
Okay. That's
They can still. I'm an acre and a half from my neighbors, and I can hear them, so they
okay.
can definitely hear what's going on
Okay.
if they're awake.
If they're awake, see if you need to do damage control. If those are humans, make sure they forget this ever happened.
We can do that after, can't we?
Just in case they call the police or anything of that nature.
Girl Scout cookies, and he makes his way down the drive.
That's it. That is if you see them out there.
I could wing them from here. Here, let me get my gun back out.
Don't shoot anybody.
You've got to make up your mind.
God damn it.
They're halfway through that door. You better get around back before the cockroaches go scurrying.
I'm gonna do that. And I will Max will go to the back to run to the see if there is a back to see if they are running from there. Just fuck. So much noise. So much noise.
There is nothing else going on in the neighborhood. The lights are still on. You don't see movement inside. You said you're running to the back of the house, you said?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. You run to the back of the house. It is darker in the backyard than it was in the front yard. You don't see or hear movement besides the thwack, thwack, crack, whoosh of Ambrose in the front of the house, being maniac about how he's going about the whole thing. There is a door that goes to the back of the house. Once again, on stilts, so there are steps to get up to it, but you don't see movement.
Cool. And then in that case, I'm just gonna go to the back of the door and just shoulder it open.
Can you please give me a strength and melee?
I sure can. Hold on, strength and melee. Strength. Work this on the website.
Don't let the doors be our greatest weakness today.
I promise I won't. I promise to
Take
strength
this thing
and
like a linebacker.
Melee.
Off the hinges.
Melee. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that should be fine then. Melee. Roll that, please. That is 3 successes.
Right. You burst through that door like the hinges splinter off as you just like body check with your good arm into the back of the house, and you are entering into the kitchen area. There are 4 other people in the room with you.
Okay.
2 of them are hanging on the ceiling. 1 of them is stuck on the wall with 5 sets of legs and arms grabbing into the fabric of the ceiling and the wall, and they all look at you and they all scuttle through the open doorways into the different parts of the house.
Into different parts of the house, so none of them have left the house yet. But they say what they was like. You caught me off guard. My brain shorted when you started to describe them. What
Okay,
did you
so
say?
when
You
I said
saw-
cockroach people, we're a little close, right?
We were close.
You saw you saw 4 people.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them hanging
ceiling.
on the ceiling.
Right.
One of them on one of the walls, and another one just standing in the corner. Each of them had 5 or 6 arms and legs protruding, like 1 arm, 2 arm, 3 arm on either
Yeah.
side, and their
Right.
normal legs, and they were
Right.
clawing into the ceiling and the wall. And when you came in, they all turned their head to you, and they just scuttled
Ah,
into the open doorway, not where you are, but deeper into the house.
deeper into the house. I think you two hear like, oh hell no.
Oh hell no!
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, I hated that. Did they?
You just feel them on your skin.
Exactly. I'm like, Christian is like, no, cockroach people, Kafka, no.
Oh, what's that on the
Um,
wall next to you?
Ah, don't stop it, don't you? dare.
Really? Gonna
It's
kill a turtle, but like cockroach people, ew.
Cockroach people. I'm cool with turtle.
come
There's
on,
only
you
one
fought a
turtle.
turtle. You're fine.
It was
There's only
big
one turtle.
Yeah, and it was a big actual turtle. These are people with.
It was the
appendages
size of the
that are
house.
Exactly. Like, I'm cool with the kaiju. It's mini cockroach men. And I'm like, no, stop it.
They were
Um,
mini, like they're tiny people.
No, they're normal sized people. They're
They're
between
five,
between
five,
5
five,
feet.
6.
Yeah, but they're between
Oh
5
man, it
and
was
6 feet
so
tall.
much more terrifying when they were like 2 feet.
It's the worst.
We only
I
got
don't
into
like
one
that.
room so far. Don't worry.
Oh no,
Oh,
that's not
but
necessary.
do they in those disgusting blinks? Do they look like? Do they look like those arms belong to them, or are they flesh?
Are they part of their
crafted?
bodies?
Part of like.
It was such a quick reaction that you
All right.
and you walking into that scene, you would not have been able to go, let me investigate what's going on with the
Right.
arms.
Okay.
It's a shock to the system what you just saw.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
asking for Max. Were the blinks disconcordant? Like, did they not?
It was a solid. It
Just
was
to
a solid.
help him, just to help him imagine the scene.
To imagine the scene, it's boom.
You hear your eyes blink. You actually
Yeah.
heard it like bleep 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 bleep.
It's like
And they
comfortable.
scattered, and Max almost went no. So scared. Oh, there are a couple. We have many a guest in here. They've all scattered. I don't know how long it takes.
Aubrey,
cameras
where
to
are
get-
you exactly right now? Are you going across the street?
Oh no, I said I was going to, and then I went right back to the door.
Okay. All right, you're going to the door. Ambrose, we'll say about a good, Max has run to the back of the house. This is probably taking about 30 seconds for him to get there, another 10 seconds for him to knock in and see everything. So 45 seconds have passed. You have made a decent chunk, probably about the size of your shoulders, have been cut out of the door. And you can see a stairwell, probably about 4 or 5 feet. Yeah, 5 feet from the entrance of the door, going up further into the house. It's dark inside. There's not a person standing in front of the door anymore, but you hear someone say, "We have company."
And I'm coming in. And he just like puts his hands on the side of the door and squeezes his way through. Or one of his hands, and the other one's kind of like clunky. But he's gonna try to squeeze his way through. Fall on the other side. Oh, hello. Hi. Mwah. Hello.
Just for the record,
Okay.
just for the.
Oh, no, night.
If
Good night.
Aubrey goes over and tries the door handles, it's just gonna open.
So right now, Ambrose has half of his body in there. If you open the door, you
No,
have
no.
an
I'll
ass
wait
in
till
your
I-
face,
I'll-
and then...
I'll wait till- wait. I want to try the door. No.
That's amazing.
Just slam it open.
very
just
very
squish
Looney
like a
Tunes
Tom
of you.
Let me at him. Let me at him.
You're just a pair of just a pair of skinny little heels, just pushing on the side.
Oh man, you're gonna ruin his compulsion like crazy.
Like,
You're
Um,
doing great, honey. As he walks in.
are you trying to open the door?
No, I'll wait. I'm covering his back
Literally.
with Blanche.
Blanche.
Okay. Ambrose, are you trying to squeeze through the door? Are you trying to get in to unlock it, or what are
He
you doing? Like you're just trying to.
he just needs to get that door, like get in it, right? So he's like squeezing his whole body through this splintered ass little hole, just squeezing it through,
Nice.
falling on the floor probably in the
Yep.
process because he only has like one hand. The other one is, and he gets up. Yes, I did it. I'm coming for your ass. Aubrey, what are you doing out there? He pokes his head through the door.
He gives like
A
one
little bit
more
more
look
calmer
to the
now.
other
He's
house, and I'm like, I'm firmly convinced that if the screaming of these people that they took didn't wake that house up, they're either in here or let's just get in.
Okay.
Oh, they're like, oh, the Johnsons.
and just unlocks the door and opens it
All right.
Well,
and runs stairs with
So
his
as soon
axe
as you
hand.
make your second footfall on the stairs, you hear almost a deafening sound of scuttling as 12 bodies come
No.
rushing across the side, slam into the wall, and they protrude other arms and they start siphoning and circling down the stairwell, barreling at you.
What the fuck?
is there a light
They are
switch?
they're not going in a straight line, they are spiraling, going on the wall, the ceiling, the wall, the floor, the wall, the ceiling,
Jesus.
the wall, the floor, and they're all grinning at you with pale eyes and long fangs.
Piece of meatsy?
Cockroach people.
Holy fuck, I want one! Oh my god, holy shit, no! Oh, gotta run! Aubrey, move! And grabs Aubrey and
Runs out the front door.
turns.
Turns where? Where?
No,
this
no,
is
we're still in the
important. Where are
house.
you going?
Let's see.
Going into the kitchen.
I'm
All
at the
right,
front door.
we're
You're
gonna
going into the kitchen with
turn.
me?
I'm gonna turn into the living room.
Okay. All right, your turn in the living room with Aubrey in
I'm going to
tow.
living room.
Yes, Aubrey, or are you? What is Aubrey doing? Because I know that
Oh.
Ambrose just said he grabbed you, but what exactly?
Oh yeah, he's being lifted, but he's got his cell phone like a policeman's flashlight,
Yeah.
and he's got Blanche pointed, and he's gonna pop off a couple of shots.
Okay, give me a
Yeah, he just
dex
has them
firearm,
around the
please.
waist as he's
And it's
doing that.
clang, 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 clang.
Piece of meatsy?
Mm,
Are these Zamitsi? Are there more than one Zamitsi in town? Oh shit.
You are outside of town.
where have
Technically, yeah. Oh shit.
where have you been?
My people.
Where did you come from? Where did you go?
Robin, I did post a dice roller for you that specifically helps with figuring out successes and blood stuff like that.
That you're getting your dice ready for the.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, it's just dex and firearms, please.
Dex firearms.
Yeah.
One critical success, 4 successes, and one It's if it's blank, it's just a failure, right?
Yeah,
Correct.
it's just-
Okay. So are you aiming for one, or are you trying to just pick off a few?
I'm trying to slow them down by shooting the front end. If they're going in a circle and I pick off the front end, I'm hoping these will stop the horde.
Okay, so it slows them down for a half second, and then they keep on just coming. Christian,
Gross.
you're in the back.
yeah.
You hear the door burst open, and you hear someone say, "We have company." Then you hear Ambrose shout, "I'm coming in." Thud falls down, takes 2 steps, and then you hear above you in the next floor, as you hear like all these legs and the hands and just like everyone's just like clamoring towards the area that Ambrose's voice was.
This is why I hate this neighborhood. This neighborhood is just the worst.
This
Oh
is
my
why we
god.
don't leave the city.
Why we don't leave the city. This boondock shit is not good. I hate the boonies. Ugh. I am a city kid through and through. Just I guess hearing all the commotion goes to follow the sources of noise. I guess do I see this just utter centipede of person?
No, because you are in the kitchen. There are 4 rooms in the house
Hmm.
to get from where you are to the front door, where
Okay.
Ambrose and Thaddeus and the trilipede, we'll call it, is.
Ugh, awful. I guess just try to follow the noise to get with his coterie as fast as possible.
Okay. So we'll say you run into the next room on the left-hand side.
Sure.
Or do you want the one on the right-hand side? The choice is yours, really.
You know what? It's fucking flip a coin. You know, flip a coin. Use flip a coin to see what
Go for it.
happens. Heads is this way. Heads. We head to the right.
Head to the right. Okay. You make your way into the dining room.
Hmm.
And as you get in there, you see at the head of the table, furthest from you, is
Mhm.
a large, heavy-set man sitting there in very disheveled clothing, um, extremely matted hair, thinning matted hair, just sitting there like waiting for his meal to be served. And as he stands up, you hear the creaking of the chair as his body just like expands upward, and you see his face, his mouth is where it is, and he just smiles at you, and he leans his head back, and you see
Don't
4
do it.
more
Don't
mouths open up on
don't
his
do
on
it.
his neck, and he
Okay.
reaches out this way, and his hands have large mouths on them,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
rips
Stop.
open his chest, and there's just a gigantic maw there as he
Don't
starts taking a
stop.
couple of steps towards you.
Stop. Stop
And
it.
every step that he makes, he's just like pushing things out of his way with his girth. Not his hands, just his body is
Oh,
pushing it
damn
out
it.
of the way. You see he's wearing shorts, and on his knees are more mouths.
Oh, don't
And
be
he's just,
mouths.
yeah, he's just walking at you like this. And you see all the mouths just going, even the
This is
one of
all.
his stomach is just like gnashing as it makes its way towards you.
Okay. Okay. All right. Enough of this shit. I'm done with this shit. Oh man.
Gross.
Are they like speeding towards me or are they lumbering?
He's lumbering. He's because he can't. His eyes are up. His
Uh-huh.
mouth and his is everything else is in your direction as
Are
he's
there
just like staggering towards you. Like the mouths in his hands are just biting. The 4 mouths are biting. The stomach is biting. The knees are biting.
oh biting is not he's just like Thorn and he runs out of the room
You're running out where?
You might.
I what's the doorway situation in this room
So
specifically?
you just came into this room. You can
Yeah.
go back into the kitchen. You can
Uh-huh.
try and run past him into the next room.
Back in the kitchen.
This fucking sucks. He like walks in, sees that evolution, that transformation. He's just like, no, no, I already fought a turtle. I don't need this shit. And he runs back out.
All right. Good. You are
Back
back in
out.
the
I'm not
kitchen. You are
back
back
in
in
the
the
kitchen,
kitchen.
and I'm going the other direction.
Okay, so you're going
I'm
to the
going
you're going to
to
the
the
left.
left.
Okay, we'll
Yes.
get that. We'll get to that room in a second. All right.
Yeah.
Robin
Place
and
sucks.
Thaddeus, you guys ran into the living room. In the living
Drops.
room.
Aubrey.
Okay. In the living room, it is a very quintessential all-American living room. There is a recliner in front of the television. There are some sofas. There are some end tables. And on every single surface that can be sat on are people.
Is there a window in the room?
There's a large
Oh,
like a bay window, but the blinds are down. There are, in terms of seating area, there are about 15 seats that can be occupied, including
And
the
they're all
couch.
occupied.
Every single one is being occupied. And they all are just sitting at attention, and they smile and they cock their head to you both and go, "Hi."
hello. How are you? What are you?
As you're slowly saying this, you start hearing the thing coming down the steps still louder. As you remember, there are 12 other things coming from behind you.
This doesn't feel like very good hospitality.
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Not at all. Aubrey, could you give me a little space?
He takes a step back near to the glass, and he gives it like a gentle tap with the butt of his gun, as if it like he's trying to test if it's easy to break.
All right. So if something happens, just, throw yourself out the goddamn window and run to my house. It'll protect you. My house likes you. This house hates you. And I'm gonna roll for horde form.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's see how we do that. Let's see how we do horrid form.
Horrid form. This is the
H.
moment. This is where all my dice, my dots went. From last game. Over the past year and a half.
Let's see if it's in this
All
book.
of this for this moment.
PQRH hospitality. Where is horrid form? Okay, it's not in the books, so it's got to be in one of my PDFs that I have. But let me excuse me.
It's in the player's guide. If you have the player's guide,
It's
not
in
the
player's
purplish
guide?
one, the reddish one.
Yeah, but you went through. You said
There's a new one.
Hakata. They're Tsumitsu, right?
Yeah, it's Zamitsu, but I wonder under H, and I did not see horrid form under here. So let's just see if it is under Zamitsu.
Mm-hmm.
55.
Man, I didn't know we were
88.
going to Zemitzi neighborhood. I thought it was just a Zemitzi house. I
Yeah, I didn't even think it was Tsumitsu
didn't
house.
want to. I didn't want to see a fat man with many mouths. This is like, come on, man.
Many
Like, don't be a
Mouse,
statistic. Don't
but
be a
Pan's
statistic.
Labyrinth.
Be like the other cool fat people we've met in this campaign. Don't be that one.
Robin, I'm not seeing it in here. Where
Yeah.
in?
Um,
Can you please tell me or direct me to that?
look under disciplines. Look, do you know where the disciplines are? Like the
Yeah.
section of disciplines?
Yeah.
And then you go under like Protean?
Okay, let's go find protein exactly.
Protein.
Prody.
81 to 84.
Or just like the Zamitsi section of the book.
I went to Zamitsi. There was nothing there under Zamitsi. All right, so here we go. 80 protein.
It could also be in that PDF. Remember that companion, the free companion
go,
that has
horde
like
form.
the PDFs with.
There we go.
You got it?
Okay.
With a mastery of the body so complete that it surpasses natural limitations, the vampire can take on a truly monstrous form. Complete with vicious claws, protruding fangs, rigid features, and corded muscles. Although its exact traits can vary between occasions, the form often has an individual specific appearance that manifests every time this power is used. A vision of the user's beast-made flesh. Some look like hellishly malformed animals. Some look demonic or atavistic. That's a new word for me. I gotta learn that one. And some defy any sense of worldly familiarity. Many incorporate the traits of other vampires in nature, such as leeches, bats, ticks, and mosquitoes, magnified to grotesque proportions. This costs
So-
1 rouse check.
It's a word that means primitive.
Thank you.
Dice pool 1, hunger 2, and
Mhm.
then do I do a dice pool 2 for the hunger 1?
You do,
I mean, dice pool 1, hunger 2. Roll.
yeah, right? Because it's a rouse check
It's a rouse
to
check,
do
yeah.
the. Yeah, so yeah.
So I would fail no matter what with the 2 blood because that cancels out the first one.
Well, you did a rouse check before, and you said you had a dice pool of 5 before.
For horde form, is it
Right?
the
Oh,
transform?
but okay, we do the rouse check and then we do the 5 for the actual construction.
So a regular rouse check is just however much your
Yeah, so
blood is right
rouse
now.
check is just yeah, rouse check is just your hunger, right? Or is it
Yeah.
two? So it'd be it would be 2 hunger die, and you'd roll that, and then you subtract the you.
So you roll whatever your blood right now is. Now that we're getting into the nitty gritty, and I'm confusing myself.
Yeah, me too.
Rouse check to page 211. This is good. This is good. This is good.
I got a good rouse check, but I'm just like, okay, does the hunger count against the rouse check, or does it count against like everything all together, or just me
To make a rouse check, the player rolls a single
transforming?
die, as always a result of 6 or higher succeeds.
Critical success.
Beautiful. All right, now you get to do roll for your. Um,
2,
wait, no,
3,
you don't have. No,
4,
no, that's
5.
it. That's all you need. Cost is 1 rouse check. Horde form takes a full turn to activate, during which time the vampire can only defend using their pre-horde form dice pools. It then grants the vampire a number of free vicissitude changes. No attributes, dots are lost. Okay. Equal to your protean rating. So whatever your protean rating is, however many dots you have in that, that's how many things you can change about yourself.
Cool.
These can be spent on redistribution, weapons, and armor. Okay. Generous. However, when the beast so close to the surface, any criticals rolled while using horde form for any reason are considered messy criticals and are frenzy test taken as a +2 difficulty. The vampire also assumes an unmistakably inhuman appearance and is unplayable. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Duration is 1 scene unless voluntarily ended sooner. Okay. Okay. Cool. So please let me put a content warning before we talk about what you're gonna make yourself look like. Go for it. How are you changing your form?
Now this is the beast personified, like we talked before, and Ambrose's beast, if we can remember back quite a few episodes ago, was a dragon. And in the very dragon manner, he's going to look hellish, like he came out of the pit of hell, nightmarish in his form. He grabs his head and starts to mold it, stretch it, elongate it. His neck he elongates, and molding his head into like this dragon type creature, but it's just all mouth, all sharp. If you look at an anglerfish or a deep sea fish, like their mouth, the way it looks, all jagged, sharp, pointed teeth, but they're pointed in, and there's several rows of them that just refuses to let anything go once it has it in its maw. He looks like the mix of a deep sea urchin, an anglerfish, I guess, and a dragon, like the head. A huge gulping, gaping maw that can just swallow and eat. You can't even really see its eyes. It's just all mouth. His hands lowered down to his torso, and he rips off his leathers, his all his stuff. And you already see a stomach mouth there, but he takes it and reconstructs it to make it bigger, more accommodating. And like the the worm lily, where you opened up her mouth and you would like all the heads and everything like that. There are mouths like how you saw with the person sitting in the dining room on the inside, sharp mouths like piranhas. Um, 1, 2. I don't know if that would be more than five.
That's only 2.
2. Okay.
That's only 2. You've got 3
Oh
more changes
fuck,
to
man.
make.
Oh man. Oh my
Beat.
god.
Beat.
Okay. Right.
Those
Okay.
sweet dragon talons.
Yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. We'll do like dragon talons for his hands and legs.
It's got those
Would that be
vestigial
considered
hooks.
5, or we need a little bit few more? But yeah, the things like a velociraptor.
Yeah.
So that's be 1 for each hand. So we're at 4. You have 1 last change.
Yeah, but get that armor up.
Oh. Yeah.
Scales.
Bone scales, I guess we can do. Sharp, protruding scales like that like a dinosaur.
With every
just
step
shoot
they
up out of
chitter.
him.
Click, 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 click. Oh,
Yeah, they just shoot out of him. Yeah. So they're all over his arms, his back, the sides up his neck. Yeah.
All right.
And he's crawling on all fours. His limbs look like they shouldn't jut out the way that they do, and they look almost double jointed. He can move it any sort of way, and he's just cracking every time he moves. But there's power with every step he takes.
all right, hear me
And
out,
he
Dylan. Up
becomes
to the window,
this
and he's
hellish
just out the window.
dragon.
There's a window just like broken. And he's just he's just already outside.
An empty window.
The sheets are like blowing in the wind.
That sounds like a horde form.
That fits the description.
That hits the thing. I'm
I want
terrified.
to see this come to life, man.
All
I
right.
know. That's
What?
gross.
Okay, so this takes a full round for you to get this up. Aubrey, you are just cowardly lion jumping out the window.
I wouldn't say cowardly lion. You have to retreat to attack, so it's more like a reestablishing my position. I have a plan in my head, and it relies on one thing working really well. So when he's in the yard, assuming that he makes it out the window, can he find a hose?
First, let's see if you can make it out the window. Can you please give me
Dex is my thing.
give me a Dex Athletics.
My thing, and then not my thing. 3 successes, 1 failure.
Okay. Yeah. So you're able to definitely jump through and get right through the window, no problem whatsoever.
I feel like from the outside looking in, this looks like he entered the building and then just immediately jumped out a window. A battle rolls a little bit covered in glass. His dick eater shirt has like a footprint on it from when he was kicked in the chest at the front door. Now he's like a little bit of glass. He's not having a good day, and he's like, I just need a hose. Is there a hose in the front yard?
We'll say there's a hose on this side of the house. Yes.
Okay, he runs over.
It's on one of those like crank roll uppers.
He definitely rolls it the wrong way first, then gets like more rolled up. It's like fucking shit, and rolls it out, cuts it off, and makes a break for the car. He flips open the gas tank. He runs the hose down the gas tank. Oh, I swear I was better than this. Give me just a moment. He gives it a few slaps. Oh, that's a boy. And it starts spewing a little bit of gas. He makes his way to the front of the car and he turns it on and he backs up the car. He aims it at those nice stilty sticks that you said that were holding the place up. and guns it.
Okay. um, are you in the car to gun it? Are you?
Oh,
Wait.
he's gonna jump out.
All right. Please give me a. Ooh, how are we gonna do this?
A drive dex.
Give me an intelligence drive because you are
Okay.
going to have to jump out of a moving car, and you are hoping this is going to be on point for the car to hit the post without getting rocked off course. So you
Four
need to figure out
successes.
how to do this properly.
One of them is critical.
Okay, great. So that's
Yes.
6. Okay.
Ooh.
All right. So you get the car start going, and as you get it on, as you're looking at the topography of the front yard, you find the right path to take. That once you let go of the wheel, it's still going to move the proper direction. You slam your foot on the gas. You let go of the wheel at the right time as you dive out, and the car careens right into one of the posts. The post splinters, and the house starts to hew a bit to that one angle. Everyone inside topples a bit to the side. This is in mid transformation for Ambrose, so because you're changing everything, you're on the floor now. Everyone who's in their chair, they just shift themselves. Max, he's pushed backwards, and oh, that would actually mean okay. From where they are in the room,
They fell into
Max,
the guy.
he falls forwards towards the guy. The guy falls backwards,
Oh.
but he falls closer to him.
Oh my God.
Because you made this happen, can you please tell me high or low? High, something happens. Low, something doesn't happen.
Oh, so I have to pick low?
It's up to you.
Okay, low. I mean,
Just making sure.
high. Yeah, high. Let's just make stuff happen.
Ooh, that's
Get
sketchy.
things.
Don't be a quitter.
I gotta take a picture of where that landed, just to show you that I'm not fucking around with anything. And I'm gonna put that into the Discord, not our personal, but the Roll for Dylan one. Boop.
The Wolf for Dylan one is our personal one.
No. We got our Darkness Over
Oh,
Normal
the
one.
other one.
I'm actually gonna just put that in general. Picks up here. This, that. Okay, and I'm gonna roll that again. You're calling high, so now high, it doesn't happen. Low, it does happen.
I've been
Wow.
rolling too good, so I'm overdue for a fuck up.
It's high. It's a 5. Okay. I'm not gonna say what it is until Max is back. Okay.
Okay, I want to make my way back to where the gas started.
You don't have time. You've taken 2 full round actions for what you just done.
Totally. I got it.
So
I
is
need
my
to
boy about to be crispy?
Oh, hold on. You
Well,
have you
oh
have
my
12
God.
you have
Oh my
12
God. That is
people who need to have a turn now.
I wasn't lighting the fire yet, but if a fire happened, I was gonna go light the fire.
Playing the video game for Vampire the Masquerade, if you walk past a trash can that's on fire, you're just like, oh, critical damage.
Yep.
Uh,
So, okay.
Scared for you, Thad.
So, as you are in the room and you are turning yourself into the dragon,
The super beast.
one of the 12 that are in the room with you goes, "We could do that."
Oh no.
And they all stand up and they start shifting themselves. Let me just do a quick. Not that one, not this
Can
one.
I get?
We're going to take these out. Put this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come here, number 10. 11, 12. Okay, 12 rouse checks right here. That's all successes except for 2. Okay, 10 of them are able to go. 10 of them
Oh
succeeded.
my god.
And they start changing themselves into absolutely monstrous creatures. How you said like your face turns into like an anglerfish. One of them, just because it's funny to me, turns himself into one of the Maitlands from Beetlejuice. Elongates its face, shoves its hand back there. The eyes are gone, and you see the eyes now and the tongue. Yep. Another one turns
Oh
itself
my
into
god.
a gigantic toad, but its teeth are like it has like an underbite, and there's just teeth
No.
coming forward. Each and every one of them turn themselves into just something, nothing short of gigantic tooth-filled, dagger-sharp teeth mouths. Um, or they have like their normal body with massive, I'm talking like 3 feet wide claws. So it's just their normal body and 3 feet wide clawed hands. Um,
Oh my god. Oh
and they're still just all smiling at you. That's that group of people.
I made the right choice.
Now the centipede thing that's coming behind you, it now enters the room, and you can see that they are all actually connected. This is not different people. What is behind you is a vase, a centipede
Oh,
vase.
I'm fucked.
It comes
Okay.
charging, it bashes into the wall as it charges in, and it just slithers its way, like crawling, and just encompasses you. And as several of the bodies are wrapping themselves, they're not touching you. There's like a good 6 inches on either side from you, from their bodies, and then several of its bodies just rear up like a snake, coiling back and forth, getting ready to strike. As you see, no fewer than 20 arms just like going like this, reaching out to you, and the single head on top is just looming at you. It's just
Jump out the window. It's the only option. Getting out of this place.
we're gonna wait for Christian's scene until he comes back.
We'll go get your house,
Alright,
Fat.
let's
We'll get
see.
your house and your house will eat them.
Holy shit. Holy shit. This is the absolute worst, the most horrific thing that I have ever been in any game Dylan
You
has
guys were like,
ever run. And he
let's
ran a
go to this
Hellraiser
house.
game, guys. He ran a Hellraiser game.
You guys were like, let's go to this
This
house.
is
It's such a good idea.
worse.
I just wanted to keep going.
God,
Now,
Aubrey.
Robin, I'm going to allow you to have a reaction right now. You see the 10, because 2 of them failed, the 10 monsters in front of you, and this centipede vase. Inches away from you. Like it is, like a snake, it has coiled itself around you, and it is up, ready to strike at any second. You have finished your transformation.
Oh.
What would you like to do in this moment?
You know, when a cake is layered and you just cut through it, he's going to try to cut through it with his talons. Just the layers of coil. One of them.
All right, give me a strength and melee, please.
All right. Okay, Dylan. 2 10s, 3 2s, and 1 8.
All right. You drop the blade, and it sinks in nice and deep into the side of one of the stitch fixed people that makes up this centipede. It doesn't go all the way through. And the body that you slice into, you look up and you see the head, and the head is just at you as you are chopping into it.
So because we're both in our bestial forms, like I wouldn't be able to talk to Aubrey because
This
we're
this
just like
is
I'm beast.
yes. So you just attacked a vase, so it doesn't speak. But you in your bestial form, you lose all communication. You lose all manner
Okay.
of speaking until you willingly take the beast out, or unwillingly you are taken out.
I'm just trying to see if I can slice through so I can get through. If there's an opening through the meat. I'm completely
You
surrounded
don't call
here.
it the meat.
There's no getting out.
Don't say the meat.
I just gotta squeeze through the meat.
I'm making meat
Snug
curtains.
fit, you know?
Like a wizard
I got your
sleeve.
meat curtains.
So you only get that one strike before
Damn.
in the other room, past the living room where you are, you hear a voice that you have never heard before. And it simply says, "Stand down, all of you." At that simple command, the vase uncoils and starts to retreat, just backing up, keeping its eyes on you, half of its body going back up the stairs while the other half stays in the room with you. The 12 people in the room that are with you, they back away. They don't sit down, they are still at attention, standing up, but they make way. From the doorway comes a man in a very well tailored suit, looking like he came out of a 1820s um, Victorian style like suit. The chain, the top hat, the walking cane, long tailed coated jacket. He's got a very, very prominent mustache and a sharp goatee. Pale as hell, sharp eyebrows. And he comes in. Is this any way to welcome yourself into a haven?
I'm gonna get out of my bestial form. I'm gonna try
Do
to
the roar.
like
Do the
get
roar.
back to my human. He's gonna transform back, popping, readjusting, remolding till it's Ambrose there again. That took a lot out of him.
Yeah, it did.
He was already pretty hungry, and he just stands there panting. Who the hell are you? And by the way, this area is my turf.
He gives you a half smile.
Also, I humbly apologize.
He gives you a half smile. You will address me as Lord Miracos. And no, this is not your territory. There has not been a claim here by anyone. We are here.
Oh!
What?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
No, nothing. Nothing.
You stand before your brothers and sisters. We are all here to keep our eyes on you. Ambrose Windsor, Zemitzi, child of Devora.
I'm sorry, what the fuck? What do you mean, keep your eyes on me?
You think that a vampire, a kindred by their own, out in the wilderness, is safe?
Why can't she just leave me alone? Just
Because you
go.
are hers. You are ours.
What is she to you?
And we are yours. She is our sire.
She's your sire. Oh, she has plenty of you. Why does she want me? Just. Why isn't she here herself?
Oh, child, you know nothing of where she is, how she is. Nothing of her. And that is good. That is good. It saves you. But I, your dear Lord Miracos, I know so much more that is in store for you, in store for all of us. We stand ready, awaiting that word to strike when needed. Though we stay true to our duties of keeping our eye on you, just a few houses down if need be. The bigger picture is always at hand, but you always have been in the middle.
What's the big picture?
I am not
Why
at
does she
liberty
require
to
me?
say.
I don't know anything, like you said. What are you at liberty to say?
I can tell you my status. Would that appease you?
It'll give me an idea of how old Devor is. Yes. What is your status? How old are you?
That's not what I meant by status. I am her general. One of 4. This is my small battalion.
Are you going to war or something? With what? With who? Makole?
The Mokoli are no problem for us whatsoever. There's a larger scale battle. Not now, but soon.
What battle? What are you talking about? With whom?
Devora, she will explain all in due time once she sees it fit. That is all I can tell you.
No, fuck her.
Trust me, you do not want to insult our sire in my presence.
And he steps back. Definitely impressed by his power and afraid. He is in way over his head here in front of this man and everything else that's surrounding him. So what? She's going to turn me into one of these things? One of her centipedes, another piece? I suppose that's poetic and fitting, but I'll pass.
No, no, no. You see, little Liam here, and he walks over to the vase and starts stroking it gently, lovingly. Um, and he continues not looking at you anymore. He just very authoritatively strides past you as he goes to the vase, and he's just enamored with his creation, in awe of its power, and says, "No, no, Liam here, I put together with all the neighbors that we gathered, you can say. This house holds 60 strong. The other two empty houses hold another 60 strong each as well. We will be patiently waiting. Devora won't change you into anything like a vase or a slatcha or an armchair.
And he looks quite embarrassed about that little feat. It's so little compared to all of this. Well, I also made Lily. I can do things. I'm not so helpless. I know things too. I'm
Do
not as
you know
ignorant as you think I am.
how
And
you
I learned it
made
on
the
my own.
worm? Or did you
I
just
had no
make
help from
it?
anyone. I just made it. I just did it. I
Yes.
just created it. And no one was here to help me. I did it all on my own. I don't need you. I don't need anyone. Can do it
Course
all
not.
on my own. Leave me alone.
Leave you alone. That would be going against orders now, wouldn't it? I do say, Ambrose, please, you welcomed yourself into my home. Very, very naughty of you. Isn't that right? As the proprietor of this home, as the general of this army, as the leader of this house, I have the right to your skin if I wanted it. You know that, don't you?
Yes, sir.
Do I deserve it? Do you deserve what I can do?
I think if you hurt me, Devor is going to be very, very angry with you.
Who said anything about hurting you?
If you touch me, she will get you. So go ahead, do it. Do it if you think you can. If you think you can go against her. Hurt me. Twist me. Break me.
I was given
I'll
this.
scream your name to her.
I was given this to return to you. You seem to have left it in New York. And he holds up a flower made of bone. And he puts it against your side, right against your rib that is missing from its sisters. And he just pushes it into you as it sits properly to where it's supposed to fit. You hear and feel the pop, and he pulls it, elongating it back into its normal form.
Uh, uh,
You
uh,
may have all your
uh.
physical pieces back, but you are far from whole, Ambrose. I think it's time for you to go home now and play with your toys.
And as he feels his welcome is no longer wanted, his feet start taking a step back and another step back, but he's still looking at him. Just remember, your master has done all of this, has searched all of these years for one little insignificant Tzimisce. So I mean something to her. What do you think you mean? And he leaves.
Before you leave, the general puts himself between you and the doorway and puts his hands on either side of your face and draws you close and just says, "What about you is insignificant? You being a Tzimisce
is so very important, not just in the greater scheme of things, but in all things that's connected to it. Your purpose is so great. Ambrose, you were chosen for a reason. Don't you ever, for a moment, in your wretched afterlife, think that you are insignificant. Fuck everything your family did to you. Fuck whatever the senators did to you. Fuck what the entertainment industry did to you. You are so much more important than you give yourself credit for. Look at all your brothers and sisters around you. We were all chosen by the same person. We value each other. We value you. Even if we weren't ordered to watch for you, it would still be an honor to make sure you were safe. Now stop being a little bitch and be the kindred you're meant to be. And at that, he shoves you back, turns on his heels, snaps his fingers. The vase rushes upstairs. The other kindred in the room sit down politely, and he starts to walk away.
Ambrose runs like a bitch out of that house.
Aubrey, you
If
see
he
Ambrose running out
sees,
the
if he
front
sees,
door.
Aubrey is taking a puff off of a cigarette. He lit with his electric lighter, and he has just raised it overhead as he sees you, and he slowly drops it to his side. Care for a drag?
he's offering it to him, but he's running, and he throws himself at Ambrose, and not just like his arms around him, his legs are wrapped around him, his arms are wrapped around him, and he is scared shitless. Just attaches himself.
Did you get Max?
No,
Maybe you're
no,
shivering.
I didn't.
Should I warm this place up?
Where's Max?
Still inside?
Fuck, I can't go back in there. I can't go back in there. Aubrey, I can't. I can't go back in there.
Why don't you keep this warm for me? And he slowly pulls you off of him and places the lit cigarette in your hand. I'm gonna go get our friend back. And if I'm not back in a few minutes,
You.
I need you to finish the job. And he motions to the pool of gasoline at your feet.
It's not going to stop them.
No, I'm just gonna slow him down a bit. Now let me go get my friend. He leans in for a kiss. Draws Harold and Maud and heads inside.
Takes a drag of it. That is my man.
Aubrey, you're just walking in. You're not knocking.
just-
You're not asking to be welcomed in. You're just walking in.
I stop at the front door. I bang on what remains of the cinder blocks of a door with the side of my gun. Neighborhood watch. Neighbors watching neighbors.
You poke your head in, you can look to the side, and you see the room that you were in before that you jumped through the window. You see that the 12 people are sitting down again, all back in their normal forms. Actually, you didn't know that they transformed because you were already out of the house at that point.
Yeah.
But they're sitting down there, and you see one of them cock their head through the doorway, cock their head towards the door, and they go, "Didn't you just leave?"
I believe you have something of mine. I'm just here really to pick up.
And you hear them, these General. You hear in the background,
General.
he can get his friend.
Cheers, General. If you'll just bring my man out, we'll be on our way.
Oh no, I don't take orders. I give them. You want your friend, you come collect.
Well, you only live once. Of course, we're all vampires, and we already fucked off that rule. Let's see if I can survive this one. And he takes a step in and makes his way for the back of the house.
All right.
He-
You make your way through some side rooms, a recreation room, a little library, and then you make your way into the dining room. And you see Max is pushing himself off the floor, and the large man who no longer has all the extra the mouse is rolling himself to the side and picking himself up, and
Hey,
he's
hey,
now walking over to help Max stand up.
hey, bud, what you doing on the floor?
These fuckers are tough. What the fuck?
I didn't notice.
Give me a moment.
So one second, Kristen. Here's what you
Yo,
missed.
yeah,
Uh,
I know. I've been listening, kind of, sorta,
oh,
kinda.
okay.
You know they'll just
So I
they'll just
heard a lot. I heard a majority of it, not all of it, but I heard a majority of it. We should leave this house.
they'll just let you walk around here. It's really not that big of a
It
deal.
sucks. I imagine Max got overwhelmed quickly and just got trounced on. That's the power of numbers, Jesus. Is the hand being offered to him?
Yeah, the
To get
large
up?
man is offering your hand to help you up.
That's not gonna turn into a mouth now, is it?
It can. Do you want it to?
I'm asking if it will when I try to grab your hand.
No. I am
Cool.
honor bound now to assist you up and out.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Trust me, I want to get the hell out of here as fast as possible. And he takes the hand, lets himself get up. Aubrey, let's get the fuck out, shall we?
It's this weird thing though. When you get outside, you're gonna have to find out. We're probably walking home.
Walking.
We'll discuss it later. It's really not that far.
Okay. You got a hell of a hook. He points to the big guy. Damn. Ugh. And walks out.
As you're walking out from the living room, a pair of car keys are launched at you guys.
Oh. Grabs him.
It's the keys to one of the Lincoln Town cars in front.
Wait, what happened to the car that we were here in?
The person who threw it to you goes, "You'll see why our house is tilted in just a moment."
Oh Lord. Okay. All right. He gets up and leaves and sees the mess.
All right. Hey, General, it was leaking gas. You might want to get someone out there.
You don't hear a response from the general, but one of the other ones in the room says, "We're probably going to have to move again, but that's fine. That's fine."
That's yeah, sooner rather than later.
I don't believe he thinks it's fine. They should leave.
All right.
Leave.
So all three of you are now outside.
Mm-hmm.
Ambrose is standing in a puddle of gas with a lit a cigarette in his hands.
Why? What are you doing?
Smoking.
You know they took up smoking and it's terrible. You should really throw that out.
That's a bad idea, and I'm gonna show off a little
And
bit
just
because I
puts it
can.
out on the car.
I was
Oh,
gonna
go
show the
ahead.
just show off. Just take the lit part and squeeze it. No pain,
Oh,
no damage.
mhm.
Squishes it.
All right.
No need to resort
All
to
right. Well,
that kind of stuff. I was kind of preoccupied, so you're gonna have to fill me in as we get the fuck out of here. What happened to the car? Oh shit. Okay, okay. I mean that was my car, so I don't have to worry too
it
much.
was
Oh,
Cannon's car.
it's Keenan's car. Well, I'll try to if once this situation gets moved because they are gonna be moving. Hopefully, I can get some of my boys to tow this car away and get it fixed up.
So we're not going to give them the old goodbye.
I wasn't gonna.
No,
I mean, this is a gift. I don't want to give this gift away to nobody.
I mean,
just
when it came down to saving your guys' lives, there's nothing I wouldn't trade.
Enough. But at the same time, this gift is like Kenan here with us, and I'd rather have them,
But
even if
he's
it's
not, is he?
he's not. Sentiment that counts.
leave
Let's
it.
get the fuck out of here. Until
Just
then,
go back to my house. Just yes, I agree.
come on, let's go.
He's hesitating on he's getting ready to light another cigarette.
Right?
I
You
guess
guys,
we
are you guys getting into the hoopty or are you guys getting into the town car?
Well, the
Are you
hoopty
leave? Are you
probably not
leaving
drivable.
Kinnan's here, a car here now? As is
How
quite.
bad is the hoopty?
It's not bad,
Mm-hmm.
but it is holding the house up because it is
Wow.
splintered through one.
Wait. So if I back it up,
The house
It-
is going
the
to
house-
fall.
House will come down, and I'm not trying to have any more problems with the Legion, so we'll leave the car for now.
it's like you guys don't even know how to pick a
He
fight.
grabs
Oh, I know how to pick a fight.
not.
That's not a smart one.
We've got birds.
This isn't a fight. This isn't a fight. Fighting is implying that you would win or that you had a chance. You both have neither, and neither do anyone else in the city. And where's that fucking duffel bag? Here it is. Let's go. Don't look back. Just walk forward. Pretend like this didn't happen. This didn't happen. This night didn't happen. We're just gonna go and ignore all this.
Ambrose, breathe. You know you don't have
I'm
to
a
breathe.
musician. When
Take
you
a second.
decide to stop making noise, that's when you really die.
Max will like literally walk up to them, seeing them freak out, and will take will like the hand that's holding the duffel bag. He will take in his, looking him in the eye. Ambrose, breathe. I know you don't have to.
I don't need to.
I know you don't have to. But for me, take a deep breath in. Take a deep breath out. We have learned.
I'd
some
like to get off this
things.
property.
We will walk and talk.
Mm-hmm.
We will walk and
Mhm.
talk, and Max will start walking, holding his hand. Max will start walking, and he will be like, "We have learned new circumstances. We have learned more about who is around us. That is a good thing. We got out of there. That is a good thing. We have lived to see another day. That is a good thing. It was touch and go there for a second, but we are going. That's what's important. Okay? This is not the end. This is not the
Of
end.
course it's not. They were. Just pretend like this didn't happen. And that'll be that.
I'll try my best, but you know me. This will run in my mind just as much as it's running in yours. Not as much as yours, but it will run through my mind because it changes things for all of us.
Mac, before, even with the Macaulay, I had hoped that perhaps we could prevail, that for once we're not good, but that fantasy that good can prevail, that there's light, that all's well and ends well, and there's a happy ending, that possibly that there might be that there could be that with you and Aubrey, that there's a possibility that there could be that this life can end with just some hope.
Darling,
I am fooling myself here. I'm fooling myself that there's anything but, because if the Macaulay don't kill us, and see, the thing is, killing, death isn't even the worst bit of all of this. That would be too easy. In there, they don't deal with death, they deal with life, living flesh. The harvester deals with collecting dead flesh and playing with dead things and the corpse that he is. But Samitsi aren't like that. There's no death, there's just a continuation of suffering and pain, and we love it. I love it. But there's this. I can't handle this. With you and Aubrey, I feel I feel normal.
I can tell
I
that you
feel
were
like
going through it when you came out. I could tell that it bothers you. So I didn't press the issue.
we have no chance.
But why are we alive now? Why did they let us live if we have no chance? What compelled those things to let us walk out of that place? I stopped asking that question long ago. Why do we keep living? But I feel like you know the answer to that question.
Why don't I kill any of the victims that I take to my house? I don't
We're
kill
not
them, they're alive.
part of their menagerie. We're walking away.
No, but we'll be a part of theirs.
They
I'll be
could
a
do
part
that
of theirs.
right now.
There's no.
Why didn't they?
They're waiting for something. Oh, they're waiting for a war. There's generals. They're the Divorce sired all of them. They're her children. They are my siblings. I don't know.
I thought you were
But
an only
there's
child.
that one in there. So did I.
Just the behavior and all.
There's 4 generals, Aubrey. The one we met is one of them. And this is just a little teeny tiny tip of the battalion that he has. This is just handful. And within every house on the street that's darkened, there's an army waiting in there. Who knows how many are in this city surrounding it right now? The Macaulay, I fear, is the least of our problems. But they were saying something. Oh, that general, what, Mirage? What is his name? What is his name? Mirage? Mirage? Huh?
We'll get to it. I have to find the note again. I have to find out where I wrote it down.
Oh,
That general.
well, he said something about something greater than the Macaulay that was coming.
There's always something bigger.
That I'd be needed for something.
It's the only thing we've learned.
Something that makes Garu look like child's play. I don't think so. I don't believe. That's what could be bigger than that? Than that giant turtle?
We've found out what is bigger and greater since we all got together as a group.
All I've learned is I'm the bottom of the food chain. And the chain just keeps getting longer.
They keep underestimating all of them, every single one. And they've earned the underestimation for being who they are. But the fact that they tell you this to taunt you means we can work it in our favor. There is always a chance to work it in our favor. We
That's
have
the
been
thing. He wasn't
trying.
taunting me.
He was telling
He
you.
wasn't taunting me.
He's telling you. It was a guarantee, which means we have time. We have time. To do what exactly? I have no idea. But
I already
telling
said
you
my
this,
goodbyes.
telling you this, informing you, instead of just assimilating you, us, means that something bigger is coming and they need us to be us. And we can
I
use that.
agree that they are going to. I agree that they're going to try to use us. They would have killed us if not. I was surrounded by those things. Even in my horrid form, I was surrounded by others and theirs. They coiled around me. And they could have crushed me and killed me. And they didn't. It's like they were studying me.
Hmm.
There's no other option for me, and cannot believe I'm saying this, but there is no option to run. Not ever. And even if I wanted to, they would find me.
So what do you do? Now that you can't run?
And in front of you, beside you, hide you, I don't know. But you and Aubrey have to be my main focus now.
Like we weren't before.
We've got a house to prepare. I wish we had time to wonder all the different ways that we've completely fucked.
We can talk about it. We have 3 days.
House.
We have 3 whole days to talk about how many enemies we
My house is nothing compared to what we just saw. That was pure art, darling.
You
more of
you
like a
marveled? Was
Basquiat
their
from
house
Picasso
alive too?
guy. That house sucked. I mean, honestly, I would spend time in your house 50 times over before I go back in there.
Yeah, not a single one of those
Did you
couches
really?
looked better than your couches.
Yes, I honest to gods, I would stay in your house more than that place.
They made a cockroach monster. I don't
I
think
hate
that's
it.
impressive.
There was a big old guy with many mouths. I hated that guy. He rocked the fuck out of me.
Wait, Minnie Mouse.
Like he was a big old dude and he had like 1,000 mouths and he was lumbering out towards me like he
I
didn't have any
swear I've
business.
had that dream before.
It's not a good dream. This is not the sexy kind of Minnie Mouse thing.
Oh.
This is very like no Minnie Mouse. And well, I prefer small dolls in comparison to that. I've
They
I've
were
never wanted.
before I murdered them in cold blood. They were so cute, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you say?
They were very cute. I would have preferred to see them again. I hated that place. That place
Yes. Well,
sucked.
I know my things are very nice. I treat my things very nice.
Yeah, like
I,
if I
you
if I
know,
had to, like
and
if I had to put them in like art styles, I'd say like that's like classical. That's like baroque, and then that's like modern art. Like that.
Yeah, that's just broke.
That place sucked.
exactly. And you know what? I studied textures. I studied fabrics and
Yeah.
how to place them and what colors and everything. That's what I did. And he made fun of he didn't make fun of my armchair. Sorry, Aubrey, but he made it seem like a trifle. It's not. It was really hard, and I did some loving work into her. Sorry, Aubrey. I
Stop
really
saying
did
sorry,
like the.
Aubrey. Just stop talking about it. Just stop bringing it up.
It was like, listen, it was the
No,
craftsmanship was.
what? That's not a compliment.
We're trying to. Aubrey, please. I know it sucks.
Yes, I'm
Your
the
mother was a
problem.
pretty chick.
No. I'm not saying you're a problem. I'm just saying we need to like get morale has to like kind of like right now. Just take.
I went back in there.
You did. You
You
did. Go
did.
back in.
Thank you.
I'm so proud of you. That takes a lot of balls. But knowing that they're out there was better than not knowing.
It's true.
We just thought it was a small group of Ambroses and Thorns out there, but no, there's a whole like gross Stepford situation going on in that place.
Yes, and like you said, they're
You
nothing
ever
like
see
you.
the
They
movie The
could never
Thing?
turn anybody into furniture. Not even people that you loved or cared about.
No, not at all.
I'm so sorry, Aubrey.
You just gotta stop bringing it up.
But it was just, I mean, it was
No.
a quality. Yeah, quality.
Why? Get in the car. Get in the car.
Get
We're
Alright.
still outside.
Yes, sir.
The true vampires
sir.
are these fucking mosquitoes.
They are monsters. They are the true monsters, not us.
Yes.
All right.
Thinking that the thing probably drank the blood of one of those creatures, then bit me.
Ooh.
As
More
you
than I like.
guys are getting into the new Lincoln, it's not new to you. It's like an old 1980s, the
Yeah.
long, boxy Lincoln Town
Ooh.
cars.
Does it have
Classic
heated
fucking
seats? Show offs.
That is where we're going to end tonight's episode of Darkness Over New Orleans. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. I hope you had a very good evening. It's been a while since we saw you, so we had to make it a little more dramatic. But this was actually on the docket for happening sooner. So glad we got
Rather
you
than later.
tonight. Yeah.
Haha! We love a fast forward. We love a fast forward button.
Love a fast
I
forward
finally
button.
got horde form.
You finally got horde form.
And then they out horror formed you. It leads.
Oh, they annihilated me.
You went from midnight to 6, so you were just like done.
They were like, "That's cute."
We can do it too, and like a bunch of them did it. Like,
Aw,
I heard it was like all of them,
we
but
can
one
do
got
that
to it.
too.
I've never felt the need for herbal enhancement more than this moment.
I was like, yeah, they got it all. They can do it. And you were like, they can all do it too. And I was like, that's so unfortunate.
Oh. You just
No, I
go
didn't
up to the
even
general. I
think of
didn't know
that.
you were chill like that, brother. Shit. My bad.
It doesn't occur to me until like too late. Like, oh, I just busted down a Zamitsi's door. Well, like I'm a Zamitsi, so I'm like, oh no, I busted down their door. This is bad for me. And then you discover what's in the house, and it's like, oh, there's Zamitsi. It's bad for everyone. Everyone in the vicinity. Everyone on this street.
I hate this.
They
Again,
didn't
block
even
is
offer me a
busted.
bite, but I didn't want what
this
they were
neighborhood
offering.
fucking sucks.
They
Yo,
don't even
your
give candy
neighborhood,
bars at Halloween.
Who is the HOA?
your neighborhood trash.
All right, let's give our outing speeches, and then we'll head on out to our after game meetup. Christian, you want to start us off, buddy?
Hey, sure. Hey, I've been Maximilian Washington. You're running around the spooky house he hates. Oh man, he hates the meaty houses. They're the worst. Like, why can't they just be cool? But my name's Christian, aka Fluffy Goomba, on several socials, mainly on TikTok and Twitch, where you can find me playing several games with several of my wonderful friends. You can also find me on places like Tragic Theologian, Greek with Inspired by B Campaign, and a bunch of other games that are happening both in the past and in the future. My schedule is booked the fuck up. I'm a performer and educator in a space where I make tutorials for many games. That is me. I am. Whew, good lord, this has been a gas.
And we're gonna
Next
go
up.
next over, Robin. Sorry, mid yawn.
Sorry. Hey, everyone. Thanks for coming to Dylan's House of Horrors. I'm Robin. I played Ambrose Zamitsi, and I have never been more terrified in a game. And again, Dylan has played Hellraiser and ran a game for us, and I have never been more scared in my life. This is great.
Instantly,
This is what I live for. This is what I game for. This right here. So thank you for making it nasty and crunchy and scaring me. Thank you.
Of
course.
And thank you for watching. Dad.
And Thaddeus.
Good evening, everyone. I've been Aubrey Valentine, your fanged flesh crafting realtor, and I can't wait to get the fuck out of this neighborhood.
And it's me, Dylan, your boy. My pronouns are he, they. You can find me across all the interwebs at Roll4Dylan. This is all I'm doing right now, and that's cool. Actually, next month I will be hosting a one-shot quick adventure. I cannot speak anything about it just yet, besides that I'm doing something for someone that I've been looking forward to playing with again. More information to come. The only other important thing that I have to say is Free Palestine.
Palestine.
With that, everyone, please
Free
have
Palestine, ceasefire.
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 Have a fantastic rest of your evening. We are going to go ahead and let me see if I do this right. RAID. Haha, raid. Okay, this person's another World Tabletop. They were part of the charity stream that I was on a few weeks ago, and we're just gonna go ahead and watch them. They're playing. They're just chatting, hanging out. So we're gonna join them. Until then, my friends, I hope you have a fantastic evening and be kind yourselves. Have a good night.
Blah.
Blank. Go over here. Right now.